Got a question for you.
Oh, what question's that?
How long is...
Alright, this line sucks, but it accurately portrays how I feel.
Oh, we'll find out that
What's
question
the purpose
later.
of meeting?
You ask it
Find
now. But I guess I'll ask a different question. Hey, Lamp, what happened last time on Make Amends?
Last time on Make Amends, our heroes got acquainted with the Blackwater camp. If this last time is bad, then you should blame Lamp. There was a loudmouth elf. There was a loudmouth elf who had something to say. He shouted for a while before King sent him away. The diplomat and the royal had a lot to discuss, so he went off to do that while Langley made a fuss. He called out the champion. To the death they would duel, until the royal popped back and called him a fool. The fight would go on, but with much lower stakes, and despite expectations, the breaker had what it takes. While the pointless scrap was quickly progressing, the priestess had found a bubble quite distressing. Though it was small and its magic quite faint, there was divinatory power in this bubble of paint. The aura was off-putting, but what could it mean? And what connection does it have to Hannah's gruesome scene? She wanted to investigate, but it would have to wait, for our heroes had to bust a halfling out of a crate. They did so with ease and dumped the runner outside. Then the girls took the chance to see what the judge could provide. He told them about where they saw the paint last, which he wanted to go investigate, and fast. Filled with fear that this was a bad way to start, the judge revealed angelic blood pumps through his heart. With a new ally in tow, our heroes regrouped to see what else can be learned from this Blackwater troupe. Thank you.
Every time you enter that in, Rube, I just heard, oh.
Loving these emotes.
Ooh.
Now, that last time aside, we're gonna start somewhere else.
We also, Angel Boy, found out Angel Boy was Angel Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's the only thing. That's what I remember.
I said that.
Where I be?
Yep.
You be here.
Ruh-roh.
Whoa.
Please tell me this is like last minute epiphany of like, wait a minute.
we find ourselves in a bar. I don't know, somewhere. Over at the table of cards, the woman who we know as Tessie slams down her hand. Read 'em and weep. Fight. Are you? The two men look at each other with an amount of sheer disgust. No, there's no way you cheated. Didn't cheat. You guys are just bad at cards, or bad at being lucky, I guess. Tough break. She pulls together the small amount of gold that they were using to gamble with. The two men just kind of scoff. All right, fine, whatever. I didn't need that money anyway. And they ramp scamp away. Meanwhile, the other woman, which we remember as Rochambeau, comes over to Tessie holding two tall pitchers of beer. I got drinks, and I got gold. Yeah. They each take a glass and clink them together. Cheers. What? No cheers? No cheers? What's wrong? No, it's fine. Cheers. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Kind of sucks though. We haven't been doing a whole lot. We've just been walking. Yeah. No. There's been a lot of walking happening and not a lot of justice. Yeah. Tell me about it. Other than that random troll and no, we're not. Let's just not bring it up. All right, not bringing it up. The two enjoy their drinks for a while, until another figure enters in. Excuse me. Oh, hey, look, it's another order person. Hey, come on, have a drink with us. No, thank you. I'm on official business, actually. Oh, okay. You're Tessie and Rochambeau, yes? In the flesh? Yeah, it's us. Excellent. I need to ask you a few questions. Alright. You two were were sent out to Logan's Field, right? Yeah, no, we didn't make it though. Yeah, I understand. You were turned down at the door. That was your story. Yeah, that was their story too. I didn't buy it at the time either. Like, I'm just throwing that out there. Yes, I'm sure you didn't. So you didn't make it in, and that's really all there was to it. Well, yeah. Why, did something happen? There was a small incident in Logan's Field. The two just look at one another and pause. Alright, go on. It's nothing that you need to concern yourselves with directly. I mostly just need to ask. You two were in the area, at least before the time of it. Were there any suspicious characters that you saw? The two look back to one another again. There's a bit of a pregnant pause. There might have been. Yeah, no, there was somebody. Do you want a description? Just confirmation. He takes out a small pad of paper. We received some reports that there was a group of people leaving in an awful hurry. One with green skin, one with purple robes, a tiefling. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Was there a silver-haired girl too? No, it was a black-haired girl. That doesn't sound right. No, that doesn't sound right. Do you have something to add? No, we saw someone like that, but no, she had silver hair, like Roche's. Really, very interesting then.
Must have been a different group altogether.
Yes, that's very interesting. Thank you. This will be of a great help, I'm sure. Wait, hold on. Do we have new standing orders? You're like a messenger, right? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. I believe you two are to return to Helvetica 2. Gallant's orders. Oh, for questioning, I take it. Yes, for questioning. Yeah, no, it's the kind of semantic thing I expect. We're innocent anyways, it doesn't really matter. Yes, exactly. You have nothing to fear, I'm sure. Suddenly the man stops and begins like grabbing at his head. Hey, are you okay?
Uh-oh.
Stop that.
He falls to his knees, and with an unceremonious thud, he hits the wood floor. Oh my god! Hold on, we'll help! The two investigate the man, assuming he fainted from exhaustion or what have you. But when they investigate him, they find that he has no pulse. What's going on? Huh. Well, sounds like they haven't been making a lot of friends at all.
Bastard spotted.
Huh. So they're heading near Blackwater. Well, not my problem right now, I guess. I'll keep my ears out for him, though. And with that, we return instead to our heroes, which I believe are on this map still.
Mark my words, I'm gonna steal your book, motherfucker.
So, we find ourselves once again in the Blackwater Bandit camp. Tristan Tristan's wandered off to do his own thing for the hottest of seconds. So, if I recall correctly, at the end of last session, Keen, you wanted to go talk to King about the bubbles and what have you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him that he had an angel boy the whole time or whatever, but that's secret. But yeah, it's like someone's watching you because magic.
Yeah.
Abjuration, I think it was.
Yeah. Do you
Okay.
divination?
Divination, thank you. I'm like, that didn't sound right, but he'll correct me.
Yeah. Do you want that to be just you, or do you wanna have a tag along?
All right. Well, I need to go talk to King about all of this magic biz. She kind of like waves her hands in the air. Does anyone want to come with me to do that, or in case things go sour? Things tend to go sour and bad all the time.
Well, I guess one of the other big questions is what else do we need to do?
You don't need to do anything. Pretty much all you're here for is because Laszlo and King are going to be having a lengthy conversation.
So if anything, if we go and talk to King about it now, he's gonna be like, fuck off, I'm busy.
I mean, maybe. Are they talking now? Should we keep an eye on them?
They are talking now. He didn't say as much, but you get the feeling that King won't mind too much if you have something important to tell him.
Well,
I mostly bring it up to make your objectives clear that really you don't have to be doing anything right now. King wanted you to clean up the bandits, but like that's not your responsibility.
Well, I feel like we should at least try. There is also that bully. His name was Clove.
Something.
I legitimately do not remember.
I don't remember his name either. Michaela just pictures like a yapping chihuahua. Something like that.
Glover, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was it. This is the whole adventure.
Just not remembering Clove's name.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now I know his name. 'Cause I forgot.
It's okay.
Welcome.
Well, I was kind of thinking about maybe getting a better look around this place. I doubt I would be particularly helpful in any sort of warnings that might be going on.
Oh, actually, you know what? We might need to check out Glover.
Oh?
Clover. Yeah,
Something
If I
up
remember-
other than him just being a jerk?
No, I think there is. If I recall, Lamb from last time, he had some of that evil red energy thing going on, right? Not like exactly like other guy, but like similar.
Yeah, no, you got a very similar feeling to him that you got when Edwin snapped and attacked you. Not exactly the same. You didn't get a stellar look at it. There was a lot going on, but there was definitely something.
Yeah, I just relay that to everybody. So you might need to keep an eye on him, or he'll maybe turn crazy and do some shit, you know?
I'll start looking for secret bases.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if anyone would do that.
I think we already found it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this one is secret, huh?
More or less.
But I mean, maybe there's a secret or base.
Or like, torture rooms. Or gas dispensers, that's what I'm gonna look for. They're not
If
getting
this
rid of
place
that.
has
Since
those,
torture
I will-
rooms looks at the
Looks
literal
over,
jail
yeah.
cells.
Not those torture rooms, the secret or torture rooms.
What do you guys want me to do? Because I can try and have the bandits do more constructive things instead of just hurting people. I can teach them crafts. I brought a lot of games.
What do you know how to do? You know how to make stuff?
I can make stuff up.
Oh, like what craft?
Oh, I was really good at making snowmen. We can make dirt people.
You'd be
Robbie-
really good at making snowmen right here.
Robbie stands up and he just kind of like looks down at Varys. I'll help.
Yeah. That'd be great. What are you thinking, Ravi?
You get like little cartoon thought bubbles in his head, and you just see like all this different pottery and knickknacks, and he's just like,
Okay. Oh, I trust you. Well, I guess Ravi and I, this is pretty exciting. I don't get to hang out with Ravi too often. We'll go and gather everyone to do arts and crafts. Be more constructive instead of, stabbing.
Stab.
Awesome.
Sometimes you gotta stab. There's no big deal for whatever stab.
Michaela mumbles here, so yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta stab, like, if they're full of red energy, you just stab them, you don't ask questions, because it's stupid.
But if you can make sometimes, not often, that's better.
Yeah, I think, actually, I'm gonna try to keep an eye on that guy. See if he starts showing any other weird signs.
Okay. Well, Ravi, you and I are going to go start rounding people up to teach. What do we need to do arts and crafts? And Varys is just starting to walk away.
he points at the ground.
Ho ho, we have plenty of that. She starts picking it up.
All right, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll wait outside King's tent until he's available. Keep in touch if inevitable bad things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
What about you? What are you gonna do?
I was considering wandering around, seeing if there was any obvious problems that a diplomatic voice could fix, like murder or something.
Hey, Lamp, give me this lump.
You can teach the comedian
okay,
or
sure.
the
Really,
bandit
I'm
jokes.
kind of out of my element here in a bandit camp.
You're telling jokes.
Let me add my inventory.
Where are you from? Like, what's your place like?
Real farmery.
Hmm.
Not a lot of combat from where I'm from. Lots of farming and agriculture and singing and songs. Tradition. Kind of the opposite of all this.
kind of exactly the opposite.
I bet these guys have some sort of traditions, like, I don't know, punching each other in the face, or I mean, that's the one, but it's a good one.
Time tested. I don't think that one's going out of style.
Not here, it's not. We'll teach them how to craft.
Okay. So, I'm just going to lump you with Morphogu, Cornelius.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, weirdly enough.
All right, so
I like these weird splits.
yeah, no, these are some weird splits. So, who would like to address first?
I know that there's one that's more important.
There is one that's significantly more.
There is a plot one.
Would we like to get the plot out of the way before we do bandit-related shenanigans?
Yeah, sure.
I'm fine,
Sure.
whatever.
All right. Okay, so
Sorry,
I'll get
gummed up.
it happens, man.
In chat, make macaroni art, not war. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
Oh,
I hope that works.
We should get Hiss the Rat. I bet he would love to do arts and crafts.
Oh my god, you're right. You know what? I have a perfect segue for that when we come back. Don't worry.
Sweet.
After
Alright.
these messages.
After these messages.
From
All
our
right.
sponsor.
So Michaela,
Yeah,
you
she could just kind of come up and wait on the side. Not just gonna bust in.
yeah, no, you don't immediately go busting down the door. You wait like a sensible person. Do you listen in, or are you just killing time, or
Yeah,
what's going
I'll
on?
kind of listen in, because, I mean, I feel like Laszlo is someone we want to keep okay. Like, this is a bandit camp. Like, she's used to bad things happening all the time, so she's just going to assume he's going to get fucking stabbed or something, so she'll kind of keep an ear out
Yeah,
on the
sure.
conversation and for this bloody field.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check and a sense motive check.
I didn't happen to notice any more of those spy baubles on the way over, did I?
No, you did not.
I didn't think so. Okay, you said perception and sense motive. That was almost a 5.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Oh, okay. So as you're sitting and listening, waiting for an appropriate break in conversation for you to make your entrance, you do catch a fair slice of what it is they're talking about. Most of it's like very boring logistical kinds of things. Laszlo is name dropping every settlement he can think of that might be willing to start doing some kind of legitimate trade. The various names of organizations are being floated around, but every now and again you do notice there's a small break in conversation. Although this is very businesslike, it's also very casual almost. They stop to laugh about this thing or that with a fair amount of frequency. You get the feeling that that Laszlo has dropped by here like a number of times while trying to work these negotiations out, and him and King probably have some kind of rapport going on. If that would be the very professional way of putting it. You might also theorize that they might just be friends, but eventually you do find an appropriate pause for you to interject.
All right, it's a 10. I can't really knock, can I?
No, you can't.
If you knock on a 10, that's like weird, right?
Just start stomping on the ground.
Just pull the tent down. She'll just kind of poke her head in. Hello, am I interrupting?
Oh, no, we were just catching our breath for a moment. Is there something you need?
Yes, I need to make King aware of something that's not good. She just gets a look on her face like, this shit again.
The two of them were in kind of loose conversation mode, smiling, chuckling a bit, and as soon as you drop that, it all just kind of stops. The both of them frown. All right. Well, what is it?
She comes in and she pulls out the lantern with like the floating like paint blob in it. So I've been finding these all over your camp, and from what I can tell, these are powered by divination magic, and divination magic usually spells that someone is spying on you or keeping an eye on things. She places the lantern on the table in betwixt them.
Laszlo leans over to King and does like a loud whisper. She has a bubble inside of a lantern.
Yeah.
What? A bubble with divination magic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds strange to me also.
Yeah, no, I thought so as well. I'm not used to seeing paint bubbles.
Laszlo readjusts his glasses, leans in a little bit, and he starts doing like some minor magical incantations, trying to get his own read on it. Oh, you're not kidding, huh?
Yeah, I found one. She gestures over this way, but it tried to escape and then it exploded. But then I managed to catch another one, and this is that other one, and I have no idea how many more there are.
Both of them just pause for a while.
If you'd like, I can try to find more for you, but it'll take some time. They're rather elusive.
Yeah, please. If you find any more of them, then absolutely. Why would they be spying here? Really?
Do you know who they is? Because that's what I don't know. I mean, you're bandits, so I assume you have enemies, but...
No, I don't really know who they is. Keen, for your benefit, because Because you, I don't expect you to remember because it's the first
No.
time I've really brought them up. But when Tristan was providing his own personal theories, he suspected that this may have something to do with a group called All Smiles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that 5 billion years ago. Okay, yeah, she'll just relay that to them.
When you relay that, a particularly dour look falls across Laszlo's face. He pulls out a piece of paper that he's been keeping track of their conversation on, and just strikes through a large portion of it. Well, all right then. That's
Laszlo, you've been around. I mean, do you know anything about this group? I assume they're very dangerous.
So yes and no. I know a lot of what the general public would know about them. They're a group of alchemists primarily. They make a lot of wonder cures for things and a lot of delightful little candies and sweet treats and things like that. They're quite popular, all things considered, because like if you're dying, then they're good to find, and if you've got a sweet tooth, they're also good to find. A lot of people are pretty fond of them, and they do a lot of trade, and that's good ordinarily. The Order, on the other hand, has had their suspicions about them for quite some time. Nothing concrete, just occasional rumors of this and that, a piece of circumstantial evidence that makes it seem like they're up to no good, and occasionally a bit of research into the things that they make and the long-term effects that they might have on people. I generally was trying to remain neutral on them, but he takes another look at the bubble, but this does sort of match up with the kind of things that we'd hear from time to time. Just occasionally there would be a reckless member who would do this random act of violence or that, and there was a lot of vandalism using odd paints, odd magical paints at that. This does seem to fit the bill.
So should we expect them to show up, or?
I don't know. I certainly wouldn't expect it. They're not a militant organization. They don't have an army or a strike force. They're just merchants and alchemists. He looks back at the bubble. I thought.
Yeah, they clearly have a lot of interest in you, unless there's some sort of sect of theirs that is, evil or whatever. But this is all speculation, so the most I can do for now is just try to find as many as I can.
That would be a very big help, thank you.
And perhaps you should put your men on, maybe not a high alert, but they should keep an eye out for anything strange.
I'll do that, and I'll see if I can get the more magically inclined members to help you in sniffing these things out.
Thank you. She bows. Is there anything else I could do for you both?
No, just tell us if anything else strange crops up. Yeah.
She thinks about Angel Boy. All right. I'll keep you in the loop. And she turns around and makes her leave. She immediately starts scanning, like all over the place.
You immediately start scanning around. You don't find anything else. As you're walking away, you do notice a quite significant change in tone of their conversation. They're back to being quite dour and serious for what are most likely very obvious reasons.
Did she leave?
Kayla's specialty, making people dour. All right, she's probably just gonna do that for until anything else happens, like the rest of the day, unless someone comes and gets her for something. Like that's her mission.
Yeah. So you're just gonna
all
muck
over the
around
goddamn
for a bit.
place. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We can segue to someone else now.
Yeah. Would we?
Do you think it's appropriate?
Yeah. Would we like to segue to Morphogu and Cornelius?
Sure.
Do that.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So, Morphogu, you wanted to try and keep an eye on Clove, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, shithead.
Yeah, shithead. So, I gotta remember to breathe. God.
It's hard.
It is. It's really
You're like
hard.
in the thick of it, man. Ugh. You're good.
So you try to hunt down Clove.
Where are they? I don't see them.
I haven't moved the map yet. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing narration first. So you guys go on the hunt for a bit. You weren't really paying attention to where Clove went. It didn't seem very important at the time. He didn't seem like the kind of guy that you wanted to hang out with. You ask around a bit, wondering where he usually hangs out, and you do learn that his duties mostly consist of random bits of grunt work, and he's most likely plucking weeds at the farm right now.
Hmm.
Oh, look, they do have a farm.
They do.
Ooh.
His said as much.
Oh, look at that. That's
Oh, I
cute.
love this.
Yeah, you guys see a small sect of bandits working hard or hardly working, depending on the farms. You also see a couple people who look distinctly not like bandits.
Oh, yeah. There's, huh?
All right. He should be
This
around here somewhere. According to those people.
Yeah. Clove is over here, plucking weeds.
Oh, I think I see him. All right. Well, looks like he's just picking weeds. Hey,
Yeah?
can you disappear?
Can... Oh, you got me. Can't do that.
All right. Let me see.
Well, can you just leave?
Can you walk away?
What about, maybe you could turn into one of the other guys at this place, huh?
What, you want me to try and... I don't think I know enough about the other bandits to impersonate one well enough.
Well,
I
it
could
doesn't
do just a
necessarily
random
have to-
schmo, but...
It doesn't necessarily have to be one of the bandits. It could be like, I don't know, that guy. He points over at that guy.
But he's right there!
Well, if Clove is doing his job, then he's probably not looking up and around for anybody who might be a double.
I think this is unnecessarily convoluted, Morphogu.
Maybe. I don't know. I just feels weird to just go up to him and be like, hey, we're keeping an eye on you just in case you might secretly be evil.
I mean, I didn't say we'd walk up and say that, but we could talk to him about, what's up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or we could just sit here like creeps and watch them work.
You can always talk to him about girls.
No,
I don't want to have a conversation with him about women.
You get the distinct sense that he's not a big fan of women. Maybe, yeah, I guess we could go talk to him.
Now, worst that happens is he gets mad at us. Oh, whoa.
Show up as a bunch of like buff, manly dudes.
I love how there had to be a debate about whether or not you'd go talk to Clove.
Because it's Clove!
Look at him.
Talk to him.
Look at him.
Get a load of him.
Had a real bad first impression of that guy.
Oh, I just... no, I'm not gonna say that out loud.
He's just misunderstood.
The way his icon's
guy.
looking at this chicken, he's just like, not bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't like girls, but he likes chicks.
He likes cock.
Oh, damn, that's better.
Nope, I like Keen's better.
Keen wins.
Keen's
Yeah.
four kids
so
dumb.
flattered. I'd like to thank everyone for this medal.
Yeah, you guys approach Clove, and shockingly, he's not screaming or being sexist or anything. He's just doing his job.
His job. I mean, I didn't expect him to be.
Picks weeds quite sexistly.
All right. Hey.
Turns around. Let's try that again.
Turns around and is immediately sexist.
Clove looks up at you guys. What do you want?
We're just wondering.
What's up? We're looking to talk.
What? What's it? You're looking to... Shit, alright. He gets up, just takes off his weed picking gloves. Yeah, alright, let's talk.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh my god.
what do you do here exactly?
What, you want to talk while standing? Come on, take a load off.
All right.
Damn, he's weirdly
You know what?
intimidating. Fuck.
I mean, you know what? He's right. Yeah.
So, he looks at you two. See those weird guys that rolled in, right?
Yep.
Alright.
New in town.
I mean, I don't. Who said that?
Who said that? I got eyes, you know.
Well,
Like, I was there.
I mean, yes, we rolled in, but who called me weird?
Oh.
Who called you weird? Again, got eyes, buddy. Yeah, I got.
Weird for Morphogu. This is the first time Morphogu was like not in a state where he's like absolutely used to that. He's been spending time around people who treat him like a person just long enough for him to forget that everyone else treats him like fucking dirt.
Oh no!
And he's like, oh, wait, yeah, no, that's right.
It's alright, I forgot. Yeah, no, you're the guys. You rolled in with that, with the silver-haired girl and the one with the smart mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have one of those.
With girls.
Oh yeah, and the tiefling, the guy's teeth kicked in. No, that's not a problem. I mean, like, you can keep whatever company you want. Like, what am I gonna do? Stop you?
No, I just.
Like, if you ask me, it's a fucking mistake, but, like, he shrugs. Like, hey man, you wanna throw your life away with them? Like, go for it, dude.
It's not really like that. It's.
Nobody asked you.
Anyway.
Well, they're perfectly fine people. Once you get to know them, they're great.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think everybody's good when you get to know them.
Yeah.
I mean, some people have said some bad stuff about you.
he like, his eyes, like, dart over to you. You're saying bad stuff about me.
He just kind of shrugs.
The answer is everyone.
Surely somebody. I don't know who. But
Big camp.
Nobody's 100% like, except like Varys. Well, no, even you don't like her, so even Varys.
I haven't met her. Like, hell, maybe she's the one who's not complete garbage. He does a big hand gesture. Unlikely, but hey, maybe.
So sexist.
So,
This is so hard.
so you out here picking weeds and stuff, huh? Like,
Find common ground.
you do a lot of farming.
Do I do a lot? No, I don't. Not actually. No, most of what I do is he quickly pulls out his rapier and does some quote unquote cool moves.
Oh,
It's
are
this.
they?
Pretty cool, right?
What? Yeah.
Cornelius politely golf claps.
Yeah, see, you get it. You appreciate talent.
Yeah.
I twitch.
How long What do you, so
How long you been with-
fight people?
Oh wow, 2 questions at once. Okay.
No, more focus first.
All right. Well, I was barely listening to him.
Oh,
Awesome.
so we're gonna smother this guy with a pillow in his sleep, right?
Right?
That's too good for him. We're gonna
Sort of
drown
like-
him in his own piss.
Morfoku just sort of like turns to Cornelius, just like look of sad desperation on his face, reaching his hand out for the hot tag.
Oh.
Alright, well I was just wondering how long you've been with the Blackwater Bandits.
Oh, I don't know, a number of years, like, I haven't been keeping
At
track.
least 2?
Yeah, man, at least 2. I was here before King got here. So really? Like, I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I could beat him.
What was it like before King got here?
Oh, it was awesome. Nobody stopped me from doing anything.
I see.
Yeah, the king's all uppity, like, treat people better or be nice to girls. Look, they don't even care. Like, I beat him fair and square, and they're like, yeah, man, sure, you did it, and then it's not even a problem anymore. He's making it a problem.
Oh. You guys have that argument often?
Yeah, no, I think I'm making a lot of headway.
Cornelius, who has been on both sides of the conversation.
Yeah, probably. He'll probably break any day now.
And Morfoku just sort of.
Yeah, no, that's what happens when you're soft, though.
But not like you. You're never gonna break, huh?
Of course not. Because I can do this. He again pulls out his rapier, does some of his not so cool moves, but midway through his not so cool moves, he channels a shocking grasp through his rapier, and it is quite a sparkly show.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Golf claps again.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Finally, some appreciation around here.
How many of those casts you get per day?
You say something?
Holy shit.
No, I was just, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, none of the chicks around here can do anything as cool as that.
So, why, someone like you, obviously one of the higher caliber bandits, why are you on meat picking duty?
It keeps me humble.
Hey, Mickey, you want to team up and just
Yo,
butcher this guy?
I think we need some bigger weeds.
Like,
What
no,
else
no,
keeps you
let him dig his pit even deeper.
What else keeps you humble? Eating rocks to better digest your food.
Even Cornelius turns, like...
You get the ×2 squinty look combo. It's like, I can't say I've ever eaten rocks before. You do a lot of that?
I mean, it's not like an everyday thing.
Can I say it?
You got a rock.
This is not where I expected this conversation to go.
Yeah, no, hold on. He goes and finds a moderately sized rock. Shit, man, if you eat this, you might just be the most metal guy I've ever met.
Just eat it like paper.
This one's okay.
Morfoku like it's large enough that it's like it's not gonna fit comfortably in his malformed mouth, but he does like he grabs it and gets it at a good angle and just pulls down on it hard enough to get the good like.
There we go.
It's like potato.
Zooms into Cornelius's mind, his expression is like this, but the inside of it is, how could this happen to me? This is the, like, 3rd time he's been alone with Morfoku doing shit like this. Like, eating the head off of a fish raw, or grabbing meat with his bare hands.
Yeah, no, you eat this rock, and Clove's like, whoa, now that's awesome. He looks over to you, Cornelius. You got any parlor tricks?
I've got some parlor tricks. Nothing as much as metal as eating a rock, though.
I mean, I didn't expect you to. Like, he set the bar simply too high.
That's really high.
It's
Great
really
job,
high.
Fogu.
That's the coolest thing you've ever seen.
I mean, it's not the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, alright, to King's credit, I have seen him get impaled before and him not die, so it's easily top 5.
When did he get impaled?
Oh, there was someone who, I don't remember his name anymore. He very rightfully was like, King's doing a bad job running the place, so I'm gonna stab him straight to the chest. And he did.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, no,
That's
King,
story doesn't have to be long.
yeah, no, King shrugged it off pretty alright. I think he was faking it.
Faking being stabbed?
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely faked being stabbed before. It's, there's an old trick to it.
Oh, yeah?
You pack your clothes full of mud, and then, you let yourself get stabbed just enough. Like, it can even pierce the skin a little bit. It'll hurt like shit, but, man, they're gonna flip out when you don't bleed. Because it's soaking into the mud.
That's a pretty cool trick.
Yeah.
I mean, as cool as, like, putting mud in your clothes can be, but still, like, it's effective. I like it.
Yeah. Just little things you gotta do to survive.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You guys are all right.
Yeah.
Oh, great, we got the approval of the best bandit! Awesome!
But he can do shocking grasp.
Yeah.
Useful.
You know,
Hey, I'm wondering. Ooh,
All
excuse me. Got a little bit of rock in my throat. I was wondering, have you seen anything, like, out of the ordinary here lately?
Like what, besides you guys?
Yeah, besides us.
Let's see. I heard we caught a rain dog and then she died. That was weird. Let's see. Other things. Let's say, like I said, King got stabbed again recently. Shrugged that off, which it's not weird, but like, it's still pretty cool. Let's see. I think I got hit by a fireball.
You're
Think?
not sure?
I'm not entirely sure. Here, hold on. He pulls back part of his shirt, and there's like a big welt on his back, like he got impacted really hard by something. Hurt like a bitch, and it burned a little bit, so like I figured it was a fireball, so hey, survived that.
Where did that happen?
It happened, where did that happen? No, it was just out in the common area by the gate. Rosa was doing like some performance or whatever. I didn't give a shit, so I blew it off, and I don't know, I might have said something, it's a blur. And yeah, bang, fireball.
oh no.
Oh no. Part of me feels like Rosa beamed him with
Oh,
something.
she absolutely did.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, we should probably let you get back to work. We're just...
No, it's cool. Like I can get away with anything. Like if you guys want to just chat forever, like, hey man, it's cool.
Chat forever.
Yeah, they very slowly just going through Morphogu's head. Forever.
And Morphogu's like, no, I've got, diarrhea.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Boy, diarrhea with a rock's gonna suck.
Yep.
Oh god.
It's real bad. I gotta go. Cornelius, come help me.
You're not actually gonna go with him, right?
He's just like he knows Morphogu's lying, but even the thought of coming to help someone with their diarrhea.
Gotta be the spotter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna help him with that.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. He kind of looks you over a bit. Hey, so here's a quick question. You're an elf, right?
Yeah?
You're pretty short.
Yeah? Direct eye contact.
I mean, like that was about as far as the thought went. Like usually elves are like up here. Like he hovers around like the 5'10", 6 foot range with his hand. But you're you're not. Like what? You guys just got really short parents or something?
Yeah, both my parents were a little bit taller than me, so I guess I just got both the short genes.
Yeah, guess you really lost out on the gene lottery, huh? No, that's cool. It's fine. Not everyone can be born tall. I would say no one's born tall, actually.
Oh, really? Tell me your hot take on growth, Clove.
I'm glad you asked.
This conversation goes on.
This conversation goes on, is boring, and is occasionally punctuated by sexism.
Neat.
I
Awesome.
wonder what arts and crafts are up to.
Cornelius is essentially buttering him up for the inevitable, we are gonna have to beat him up.
Oh, I see. Clove
So that he doesn't, like... So that he likes at least one of us coming out of that.
You know what you could always do, if we do need to fight him today, have him show off his cool moves and waste spell slots so we can just dumpster him.
That's what I said too.
What did I miss?
How many times a day could you do that?
You didn't miss anything. He's just basically pissing out his mouth with garbage.
Okay.
You know, like the huge.
The huge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you
Dogan,
guys-
get away from her. She's too good for you.
No! Token!
She's too hot to talk to you.
More
Get outta
redheads. 6, you're killing me.
See, but you get to interact with this one.
Yeah.
here. Right.
So you guys make your way out to the general common area, and it's around now where Tristan catches up with you.
Oh, boy!
Oh my gosh, are you gonna help us with arts and crafts?
Oh, is that what the plan is?
Yes.
Okay, that wouldn't have been what I went with.
Oh, what are you thinking?
I don't have a plan, but it wasn't that.
Oh,
You're a
Okay.
very unique thinker.
well, it was actually Ravi's idea.
Oh,
Ravi's
an excellent
very,
idea, Ravi.
Ravi's very smart.
You see that Varys is holding like handfuls of dirt and rocks, and every once in a while she's like, "That's some good dirt," and just scoops up
He's
more.
not stopping her. He knows that's not. He didn't mean that, but he's not stopping her.
Tristan's very intently watching you pick up dirt. You know, I don't know how to tell good dirt from bad dirt. What's the secret?
Well, if you must know, it just
She like stops and thinks.
You stop and think within general earshot of this conversation.
No.
Yeah, so I was a pretty big deal back in Logan'sfield.
No.
I was a part of various underground organizations, drug peddling. I blew up my basement, which was pretty cool. That is fascinating. Say, shouldn't you be talking to someone else? That is an excellent point. He grabs this chicken and walks.
I was gonna say. Like,
No!
the chicken becomes like a fucking war criminal.
Kidnapping!
Bring that bird back here, you
Quit
scary man.
radicalizing that chicken.
Anarchy chicken.
Oh god, he's gonna enchant it with chaos!
That sounds great. Just let that happen.
Tristan,
Don't stop it.
do you think she'd like to join our arts and crafts show?
Oh, maybe. Let's ask her.
Okay. Excuse me.
She looks over. Oh, hi. You're those adventurers, I take it, who've
Yes.
been wandering around?
Yes.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
My name is Varys.
She extends a hand.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Varys.
A
My name's
dirt-covered
Rosa.
hand.
She very daintily shakes your dirt-covered hand.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's very nice to meet you, Rosa.
Yeah, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh god, she's an elf. She probably towers over me.
Yeah, no, she's especially tall even for an elf. She's like 6'3", 6'4" ish.
Jesus.
Holy
quite
fuck!
tall.
Yeah, she towers over Varys. Good lord.
Varys looking up. Oh, and these are my very good friends. This is Ravi. He's a very, very smart gentleman. And this is Tristan. You probably know him.
Yeah, I think we've met before. Hello, Tristan. Hi, Rosa.
Well, we were curious because Ravi and I, and now Tristan.
She looks over at Robbie. Say, where'd you find him?
I was on a boat, and he was there.
Interesting.
Mhm.
He was just there on a boat,
Yes.
and you scooped him up?
I didn't say scooped him up, but he was a really fun guy, and we were like, "Hey, you should join us." And he said, "Well, he didn't say anything, but he followed."
Huh. That's very interesting. You know, there's not a lot of tieflings going around. He's a bit of an oddity, right?
Well, that just makes him even more special.
Suppose it does. She looks back to you. You were saying?
Right.
I want to sense motive so bad, but Varys wouldn't.
Well, so we were thinking it might be a great idea to try and teach everybody some things that don't involve always hurting everyone. So we were going to do an arts and crafts show, and we were wondering if you would like to join in.
I gotta say, I was theorizing about a lot of things that you could have ended that sentence with. Wasn't quite expecting arts and crafts show.
I brought dirt for it.
Ravi leans down to Tristan and he kind of like he stops for a second because he doesn't know how to say this word properly. Where food place?
Oh, where food place?
With fire.
Where food place with fire? Here is where food place with fire usually.
Oh.
It's not late enough for the bonfire, but this is generally where we eat.
He fiddles in his pocket and he pulls out like this tiny little like what is it even? It almost looks like a lizard. It's like this little like it's like this little figure of like a lizard and it's clearly like handmade or whatever. And he points to it and goes, "Make with food."
Oh, you want to make some kind of meat lizard?
No.
Oh no.
No?
He like taps it and it's like clay almost.
Oh, I see. You want a kiln?
He nods.
I don't want
We
to
don't
kill
have
anyone.
one of them. We don't have a kiln, but I suppose you could ask Langley to bake it for you.
He likes you.
He does.
That's not where Robbie's getting stumped. He's getting stumped because he realizes he forgot a step in his explanation. No. Food. Make. Taps lizard.
I don't get it. Rose just kind of leans over and looks at that. He's an interesting communicator.
Yes.
Varys leans in.
He's not very good at common yet, but he is trying so hard, and he's gotten really good in the couple weeks I've known him.
Oh, so he is a fast learner then. Have you tried other languages?
I didn't even think about that. I think it might be best if we just start with common, you know? Just so it's not overwhelming with all sorts of different words.
I meant seeing what language he already speaks, but you can teach him whatever you want, I guess.
That's such a smart idea. She drops all the dirt and goes to Ravi.
I'll keep your dirt safe for you.
Thank you. Okay, Ravi.
Varys says hello in Draconic. Does
It tilts his head.
Tristan responds with hello to you too in Draconic.
Hee hee. Okay, well, I know you know it now, but I guess Ravi doesn't. That's all the other stuff I know. She walks away.
Did it work?
No.
You don't say.
But I only know one other language, so.
He stops. He looks up. Oh. He points at the little lizard. Food that make bread make this.
Wheat?
He kind of rubs his fingers together, like grits them together.
Flour?
He doesn't know that word, but he perks up.
Oh, so you want flour?
He makes a cupping motion with his hand, like that.
That? Yes, that.
He nods. Looks like you got it.
I can find you flour.
Nod.
I may have to haggle with Hiss for it, but I'm quite the shrewd negotiator.
Small one help.
Small one help. He just kind of stares vacantly, not knowing what that was supposed to mean. I'll go get your flour.
Right. But, we...
Looks like your party's disbanding.
Oh, Tristan.
I have to get flour!
Oh, okay. Right. But, do you have any ideas of, who else might want to be a part of the arts and crafts show? Because, like I said, we're trying to make sure everyone's not so happy with the stabbies.
Huh. Well, that's gonna be a hard sell. Most of the people around here are really happy with the stabbies.
Right, but I want to show them that there are more things in life besides killing. Because there is.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you, but those boys, they've got a bad case of stabbiness fever, you know?
Well, I've got a medicine for them.
She just rolls up her sleeves.
Go get him, Slugger.
Oh, Songbird!
Songbird is really popular with the bandits. Everyone has gotten sufficiently tipsy, and it's not like especially late. It's like 2 p.m.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
And they've gotten quite shit-faced.
2 p.m. time to get fucking blitzed.
Songbird? Are you okay?
She just holds like a hand up, like help me out, please.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Varys gently pulls her up.
You gently and slowly pull her to her feet.
Are you okay?
I am doing amazing. I've learned so many things, so many secrets for secrets around here, you know?
Oh. Neato.
Like, she like slumps her arm around you and leans in close. Like, did you know that Clove isn't popular?
Yes.
Shit. I'll get a
Swear.
better one.
Well, no, it's still really good. I mean, it really solidifies our suspicions. So good job.
Oh, were you trying to sleuth that one out? Well, I've done it then.
Thank you very much, Songbird.
Lamp, I PM'd you. Or I sent you a whisper thing.
Yeah.
Songbird, I was wondering if you could help me convince your
She looks around.
new friends to join us for an arts and crafts show.
She leans in.
We're trying to make them not so murdery.
That sounds like a great idea, because a number of them did try to stab me. I won, but they tried.
Oh. Well, at least it's out of their system for now. Okay.
Yeah, you notice there's a couple knives that have gotten stuck in the dirt. Yeah, I did a good job. Yeah, no, I think they'd be really receptive to something artsy right now.
Okay.
Varys picks up 2 bottles and tings them together.
Attention, everyone.
Ravi looks sadly at these broken bottles on the ground.
Oh.
You get the attention of the surrounding bandits.
My name is Varys. And
Hi, Varys.
hi, everybody. And I was wondering if you guys would like to do some arts and crafts. We're gonna make all sorts of fun things with our wonderful teacher, Ravi.
He turns away.
They all look like they murmur a little bit. Come on, it's not like you guys have anything better to do. Yeah, all right.
Follow your heart and do some art.
And she just drags Songbird with her. We're going to wherever we need to use the kiln for.
Rosa, will you join us?
Oh yeah, this sounds like it'll be really funny. In that case, I'll copy the collective. I'm gonna browse over here for my convenience.
Yes, absolutely. Oh boy.
This is gonna be fun.
Go get him!
Go get him, champ. Alright. Yeah, gotta make sure there's no duplicate tokens floating around. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Awesome.
Dun, 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 dun.
I thought that was gonna be the Caribbeans thing. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
We
I almost thought I was going to follow it up with, well, prepare to not have fun. Bad things happen.
And it begins playing the bad time music.
Right. It's time to do arts and crafts. Roll initiative.
I really hope we fight the paint dudes and you just have Splatoon music playing.
That wouldn't be thematically appropriate in the slightest.
Prepare to die. Ooh, can I get one more ping? It did not play nice.
Sure.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
So, Rosa is still in the nearest chair. You guys and your drunken horde stumble into Langley's general area. He has defensively begun brandishing a spear. Back! Back, drunks! Back!
Langley!
We're commandeering your everything.
Not entirely. We were.
Mutiny.
Varys has her hands up in the air and getting closer and closer.
We were hoping to do arts and crafts. With.
Speak up, diplomat!
Oh, sir.
She salutes.
Come here into enemy lines.
Okay.
Langley, you like to roleplay? You like to LARP, Langley?
Well, you got-
Langley's just living life and having fun.
Sir. She salutes. We were hoping to do arts and crafts with your assistance of this forge, sir.
Ah, I see. Arts and crafts feels like kind of a waste of such a beautiful furnace, but what do I know?
No, sir. The furnace's purpose is to create beauty in
Ravi.
the world, and I feel like arts could help.
Robbie taps on this table. He picks up the bowl.
You've picked up the ball.
He turns and holds it out. We make these.
Oh, you know that's actually a really good idea. We break a lot of bowls.
He thinks back to the broken bottles and nods solemnly.
Oh.
Very well then, demon. If you wish to use my furnace to forge your bowls, then I will supervise. But you have to be sufficiently badass while you're doing it.
Okay. Robbie,
He
how do
looks
we do
around.
this?
He thinks for a minute and realizes that there's a bit more ingredients that he needs, but they're not too hard to find. Let me see. Does he know this word?
Tristan got caught up in doing something else and arrives late to ask Hiss for flour.
He's trying.
Okay, Ravi doesn't know this word, but I'm pretty sure he can get it across. So he makes his way over to Tristan, and he motions like he like the flower's there. I'm assuming, right?
They're in the middle of a
they're
heated
negotiating.
debate. Okay, 2 head pats, and I will get the flower from you and pay you back later. Yes, fantastic.
That's the stuff.
That is good. Very well, I shall give you the flower for now. But you will owe me a great boon of flower.
Tristan turns to you. I have the flower.
He gives a very, very tiny smile and nod. Need other things.
Oh, what else?
Holds up a hand. Water.
Oh,
Holds up his other hand. He puts out his palm flat, like he's holding something, and he points at it and goes, food. But then he takes his other hand and puts it above and makes like a shaking motion and goes, shk, 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 shk.
oh, salt?
Nod.
Okay, water and salt and flour. Okay, I can do that.
He nods.
Tristan begins hustling away. I'm gonna have to call in so many favors.
Angel sent from God running around getting help and water.
Groceries!
He's running your grocery errands. Incidentally, if the rest of the party would like to be a part of this scene, they are allowed.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, why don't you bring Clove to fuck it up?
If Michaela ended up here, she would just be walking around scanning things. Actually, she scanned things.
She did scan this area pretty...
already. She might come back again later. If anything, the only other place to go is the farm. That's what
No, it's fine. You can come in and save me from my really fun conversation.
You're right, I can.
Would you guys like to? All right, we can have a
whatever.
Now we can have a brief pause while Tristan is going and collecting salt and water.
Gotta craft some shit. They could be merchants. They can just make stuff, sell it.
They could just make stuff and sell it.
Instead of stabbing stuff and stealing.
So,
How did I
Michaela,
end up here?
Wandering.
you've been. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, you know what Clove is reminding me of? He looks like the aftermath of Scooby-Doo dying and Shaggy hits hard times.
Oh no! Poor Shaggy. Coke isn't the answer.
Like it's the only thing that makes me feel, man.
I know, man, but it's not. Don't do it. We love you. Boinks.
Anyways, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
It's very important.
Next one's $1.50.
Michaela, you've been oh wow, what a deal! You've been going around scanning for bubbles. You haven't found any others yet, which simultaneously makes you feel pretty good and pretty bad. Either there's no more, or there's more and you haven't found them.
Yeah, she's leaning more towards that idea. Like, fuck, why can't I find them? She's getting like frustrated.
But
bobble, where would I hide? She definitely keeps checking the walls because like that's where they were before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go around checking the walls, and you see Cornelius verbally held hostage by Mr. Clove. Whether or not you intervene is your own call.
That looks awful. And if I want to follow my own plan, I wasn't planning on antagonizing him again. But Cornelius is my friend, and I should save him. She kind of ponders on this for a while. But,
yeah, and then she never talked to me ever again. It was weird.
You think you could have done anything differently at all?
If I have one regret, it's that I didn't have a snappy enough ending line for her. Maybe I should have called her a babichka. That would have been good.
That would have been an end to that conversation.
I don't get it.
Right?
I said
And
nice
any
tits,
future
Toots.
ones.
Look, when you live your life the way that I do, you piss off like more people than is really recommended. So you just can't harp on the mistakes you've made, you know?
That is a good life to live.
God,
I took
if
the
a
exact
fucking...
opposite from that. I took the exact opposite lesson from that experience.
God,
All I
you-
do is harp on everything I've done wrong.
He's like a goddamn bruised Granny Smith apple.
Biggest thing I've ever said.
You seem like you taste like unsweetened green tea.
Ah.
Oh, you mean
God.
grass?
Yeah, man,
It's
like
like
grass.
grass.
This is grass from like a cow farm.
As opposed to any other kind of farm.
All right, so be honest with me, man. How do you really feel about those chicks you're hanging out with?
Oh, you're just gonna ask me that? Okay.
I mean, we're friends here.
We'll throw up.
They are really good people. They're good friends of mine, and they've gotten me out of some pretty bad situations. Like the one where I got stabbed in the stomach.
Oh, yeah. Now I could understand why you have some respect for them in that situation.
Yeah, if it
You
weren't
should-
for them, I'd probably be dead, so you
In
gotta
fairness,
give them
you-
respect for that.
In fairness, you probably shouldn't have been going around getting stabbed anyway. You're kind of a little guy.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't. Tried harder to not get assassinated. I'll do that next. I'll take that to heart, Clove.
It would be a really good call.
Not enough people take that point of view when considering the stabbing. It's usually the fault of the person who gets stabbed. I think you'd do well to remember that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you done with your diarrhea?
I mean, it comes and goes.
No one's ever really
hilarious.
done with diarrhea.
Just like friends, am I right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wouldn't know, but
Alright.
I think he only knows the goes.
I hate you, Clove. I don't know.
Kayla is going to keep scanning for things and just slowly, she doesn't notice them, just kind of make her way over, and if they acknowledge her, then I don't know. Or she will pretend a Clove doesn't exist and talk to her friends.
Clove
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
that'd be
CR-15 conversational encounter.
Yeah.
And we're not even close.
God, that's only a half success on all my diplomacy.
Yeah, Michaela, you're paying your general surroundings no mind, just on Bubble Hunt.
She is in the zone, auto zone. And she just keeps doing that.
Yeah, Clove took a note of your approach, and he kind of just shoots a stink face at you, but you're not looking at him.
It's just this face.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not looking at him.
Oh, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's like
watching a car crash in slow motion.
Michaela, get out of there! Oh no, she has earbuds and she can't hear
You
it!
can't hear.
She's listening to Incubus. Look out! I don't think they're an emo band, but they're the first thing that popped in my head. So they're a Halo 2 band. If you said anything, Austin, I didn't hear it.
Oh, hey, Michaela.
Oh,
Hey.
Look who we ran into.
There's
She
just
doesn't.
the enthusiastic ta-da you've ever seen in your life.
She
You
doesn't
get-
even look at Clove, and she goes back to scanning. No.
Oh man, look at that. She's so lucky she has an easy way out of this conversation.
That's a winner of a conversationalist you have there.
live for one of those right now. Whatever.
No, nothing. She comes like she's getting like awfully close, and she's like scanning the boxes. Like no. She like scans him. No, nothing of interest there. Scans more Fogu. Yeah.
Hey, do you have a problem?
She doesn't even like. Hi, Cornelius.
Hey, Michaela.
I'm looking for more magic baubles. I'm not finding any.
Like lightning, the idea hits his head.
Oh, do you need help?
I do. Do you have the ability to detect magic auras?
Yeah.
Oh,
He lies.
Come
Come on, Cornelius, you're really good at that too, man. I always said there's one thing I know about Cornelius, it's how good he is at detecting
Oh
magic.
yeah, I'll help
auras.
you out. It was nice talking to you, Clove.
Yeah, we should definitely
Roll a bluff
talk
check!
against
I will.
Don't roll a 1.
I'm not
Or
gonna
2.
roll unless Lant makes me.
Yeah, we should probably roll a die this session.
Oh yeah, we haven't really, have we?
Makes eye contact with you, bitch.
Well, I mean,
I'll
I
roll a
2
fucking
15s,
dice.
so- Hey!
Happy? Okay.
2 1s.
Yeah,
He
let's
extra
see.
knows.
Let's see. I gotta roll a
God, he
sense
knows
motive.
Please no.
So anyway,
He's Clove. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's just like, yeah, no, it was a great conversation. And he like looks over at Michaela. Yeah, I got her running scared.
Oh my god. Go
And
back
then
to
he goes
Reddit.
goes back to picking weeds.
Y'all saw that post recently going around on Tumblr where a guy left a bad review on that chick's GameStop performance or whatever?
Yeah.
Chick at GameStop wouldn't talk to me.
trying to ask her out on a date. Oh, fuck that. Is that Clove? I think it is.
Yeah.
It is now. Michaela, like, waits for him to be gone, and, like, all of the built-up stress and tension just oozes away. It's like, you know, I'm really trying really hard, you guys, to just not straight up and kill people I don't like.
Oh no, with
And everybody else.
Oh, my God,
You know, I'm
Michaela.
trying to be better. It's so hard.
Michaela, you're so lucky. I was there for so long talking to Clove.
He made me eat a
Here,
rock.
you can tell me all about it when we look for these things.
You don't want to hear.
Oh, yeah, Michaela, you did pass by very close to him. Make a relevant perception check. Yeah, we get to roll more dice. How about that?
Boy.
Did she
the
actually
Clove
detect any magic on him?
dice.
Regardless of whatever she detected on him, she would have said what she said anyway. Because
Yeah, no, of course. Like, it
a
doesn't.
jerk.
You don't justify him.
Man,
Nice.
315s. What the fuck? I'll take them.
So when you looked him over, you got a similar sensation of being able to peer directly like at his heart, and it's kind of an abstract thought, but it was kind of like if you were to take a cheese grater to someone's heart. That was what was happening in there.
Ooh.
And it was
Probably didn't help that at all, but it was so satisfying.
Yeah, it's kind of torn to fuck and occasionally pulsing a similar shade of red to what you saw with Edwin.
All right, so 2 important notes. One, I spoke to King and Laszlo, and they know about the baubles now. And
That's good.
also, we really need to keep an eye on Clove, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna go crazy and murder everyone.
Oh god.
Or
Well,
do
I've
some
been-
crazy evil shit. Probably, like, kill all the women, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, well, I've been getting on his good side, so hopefully that'll help with that.
Yeah, his soul is in tatters, and I have no idea why.
So he's beyond saving, is what you're trying to tell me.
she at first she was like gonna argue that, but then she like sees where he's going with this, and it's like,
I mean, he's
you
straight
know,
up said
I'm not
it'd be
just
his
I just
fault.
don't know. I mean, if we have to do what we have to do, you know, done it before.
I mean, we could probably preemptively save a lot of people.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, but there's also the innocent till proven guilty thing. I mean, I'm used to
rather
being a
not
bad guy,
ju-
but I'm also trying to not be a bad guy.
I have
Like-
never heard of that.
I'm against murder of anyone, so I'd like to start with not that. But I'm not gonna be that heartbroken if it comes to it.
I mean, you've spoke with him. I mean, maybe you can be our man on the inside and talk to him more.
Yeah.
She like leans.
Oh, yeah.
I got a pretty heavy indication that he would only blame himself if we stabbed him.
What?
That's what he said.
Oh.
You quickly you see Tristan quickly scuttling around, gathering up every half-empty salt shaker that he can find.
Oh my goodness!
Oh. It's Tristan.
Hello,
What's up, Tristan?
I'm looking for salt and water. He cracks this box open.
You're
Oh, what for?
making some soup?
Ravi wants it. Most likely not for soup.
Oh,
Incidentally,
okay.
happy birthday, soup.
Oh, happy birthday, Soup!
Happy birthday, Stu!
It's water and salt. Yum.
Clip this for
My
later.
favorite. My favorite. I can warm it up and have some 2 days until payday gazpacho.
Oh, it hurts, Austin!
I'll just make you anything. I will make you anything at all, and it'll be better than what you're used to.
You're pulling the veil aside too much, Austin.
Some Taco Bell sauces. Mm.
Oh, Austin.
And live off Taco Bell packets.
Say, is there a chance that any of you can just create water?
Not me.
Actually, I can. Michaela looks at her character sheet. I have that spell prepared today. I've just had it this whole time. Sure.
Fantastic. I
Is
don't
this
know
for
how.
Robbie's thing.
Yeah, I think he's making bowls. I'm not quite sure how the temporary nature of magical water will affect that. Hopefully, it won't be a problem.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Sure, it'll be fine. Is there any update on, she says secretly? Or have you just been doing the bowls the whole time?
I've been doing a lot of chores.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, buddy.
A lot of get flour this and get salt that. I am working on it. I haven't found any more of the you know whats, if that's what you're asking about.
Yeah, I haven't found any more of the whats either. Also, aren't you better than this? Like, fetching a chore, you know what I mean?
I'm not better than anything.
Oh.
She raises a big ol' eyebrow, but she's like, alright, well, neither am I, so I'll help you out anyway.
Fantastic.
Whatever gives you a place to stay.
I'm gonna.
And I guess we reconvene at the
Yeah.
awesome arts and crafts show.
Yeah, we're gonna reconvene at the Awesome Arts and Crafts show.
Y'all fucking ready for this?
Oh boy.
Are you ready?
Alright, I better look at my craft check is. That's not good.
I hope you guys aren't expecting anything stellar from me.
I am
Butter.
optimistic with you, Civ.
Alright, hold on, I gotta move some things around. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
I'm having a ball of a time.
This is a very chill session.
It's
a very
nice when
wholesome session.
chaos isn't happening all the time. You have to have the calm in betweens.
Absolutely.
At the bandit camp.
At the bandit camp. So
Camp.
So you guys arrive to a horde of drunks that Langley is fending off with the blunt end of a spear. We want arts and crafts! You'll get them when you get them!
Oh dear.
Finally, don't be sympathetic.
What happened? What are you...
Oh, hey, Langley, I think reinforcements arrived. Finally!
For who? Who are we reinforcing?
Most likely
Whose
not
side
the,
in the war?
most likely not the drunken horde. Excuse me. I have the salt.
Hooray!
Water.
And I have about 10 more seconds worth of patience! There better be some crafting going on
Put
here.
a hand on his shoulder. He's gonna stop and go. He motions towards the horde of drunks. They can help.
He looks at the horde of stumbling drunks and looks over at his very nice furnace. No, not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let a bunch of boozers get anywhere near it.
He does the crisscross thing with his hands. He shakes his head. Wait. You will see.
Alright, I'll trust you on this. But only because I know you've got the heart of a warrior! Songbird has slumped into Hiss's arms. He is stroking her hair.
Oh no, she's the one who got pets!
She will owe me many boons.
How dare he be likable? His name was Piss! His name was Piss in another universe, and this one!
I'd like to point out his name was always Hiss. Also, the track list.
Yes.
Alright, cool, because it's not playing for me. Alright, Tristan runs over to you. Here you go, Ravi. I don't know what you're going to use it for, but cherish every grain.
Oh.
Love him.
He just like holds out his hand and accepts it, and he looks and he goes, bowl, and he makes a very large motion, large bowl.
A large bowl. Right, I'll get right.
Oh no, we're not ready for our.
Can I roll for luck for there just being a large bowl in one of these crates?
Yeah, man, you open up a crate and there's a large
See,
bowl
that's
in.
the things that we're making bowls so we don't have to do this anymore.
You open up the crate and find a large bowl, but not before Tristan trips over the anvil, running off to find a large bowl.
Oh no, he's dead.
Boom! Man down!
Tristan!
Important delivery!
She's
My
dramatically
God,
holding
do you
Tristan.
have the bowl?
You hold Tristan in your arms. He looks up to you. Make one for me.
Tristan!
He just scoots off. Ouch.
Well, be careful.
God.
Theatrically hands the bowl to Robbie.
Robbie just holds it and stands there looking around at you all like idiots because it doesn't need to be this dramatic.
Let
Now
them have
go!
fun, Robbie.
And let this be the most hot-blooded crafting of bowls in the history of the Blackwater Bandits!
Yeah!
Okay, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna lay the bowl down, and I think there are other like small cups and stuff around, right? Like things that you can just hold liquid in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's gonna like clear out the space and then like lay all the different ingredients out and around, and he's gonna need Michaela to help him measure them.
All right.
Crafts!
All
Crafts! Crafts!
I don't
Crafts!
have a craft skill, but I'll do my best.
He looks up and makes a deadly serious face at all of the drunks who are screaming, like a shut the fuck up kind of face.
Songbird meekly holds up an arm. Crafts!
Crafts!
Alright, so, this is very, very simple, and I imagine the only way we can fuck it up is if we put too much water in it. So
How
this
much
is up to
water
Michaela.
does create water make? Let's find out.
A couple of gallons.
I think you can regulate it a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can moderate the amount of water corrected.
Up to 2 gallons of water per level, so
Easy,
yeah.
easy peasy.
A max of... Yeah, okay.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I start creating, like, just a little bit of water at a time. Like, it kind of trickles down. And I wait for, like, the Robbie signal to stop.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Yes.
Cornelius is inciting hype in the crowd.
Yeah, the Cornelius, you start like a wave of claps as they rhythmically clap along with the drops of water.
Michaela, like, sweats
Anything
her
to get them
brow.
hype about something that isn't murder.
They are drunk out of their fucking mind.
You're not gonna remember this. They're gonna wake up in the morning and be like, why do we have all this bowls?
You're no longer the Blackwater Bandits. You're now the Bowlers.
Alright, so he actually waits
All of
until
you be quiet, I'm
Michaela...
trying to concentrate.
He actually just, like, motions Michaela to, like, use as much as she can and just put it into one big bowl. Because I
Okay.
figure if they have all that water at the side, they won't run out. Not just make a little bit at a time, you know?
Okay, she just
So-
fills that sucker up then.
Okay, and he lays it to the side, and then he starts putting the flour and the salt and all that in together with it. And then before he does his next thing, he kind of points at all of the drunks and then looks back at Langley and he goes, "This is how they help." And he starts beating the fuck out of the dough. So, do you want a craft check or do you want a strength check?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a strength check.
Yeah,
Alright.
Ravi.
Because I can do both. My craft check is a little underwhelming, but it still counts. Oh, it's the same thing.
Oh,
There you go.
Come on, Ravi.
yeah, Ravi.
Robbie, you begin rhythmically pounding. You gesture to Langley like, "Go on, incite the masses." All right, it's time for an all-out attack. Get the dough. and they cluster up
Back.
and begin beating the shit out of the dough.
This is amazing.
This is stupid!
Some of them start getting really flashy with it. Some of them are stomping on it. Someone does an elbow drop and hurts himself.
People's elbow snaps arm. Ah, shit.
Ah, shit. Make a bowl for me.
Oh no, we lost another one!
So many casualties, but that's the way it is with warcrafting. God, I love this.
Alright, and when it is adequately needed, he ushers them away.
Back me.
A flock of seagulls at the beach who found a french fry.
I love to think that Langley has like a torch with fire. Back! Back!
Nah, he's still waving the spear around.
Whoa!
Okay. So then he takes it, and he just like takes like a little clump of it, and then just starts like rolling it, you know, like how you make a snake with Play-Doh, and he starts doing that, and he motions everyone to do the same.
This is the best.
Robbie, is
He
it
looks
always this
super embarrassed,
ridiculous?
and he shakes his head. No eat.
Well, I wasn't.
You waste that it sounded like your mouth was full.
They begin following your lead. Songbird drunkenly crawls and grabs a clump of dough for herself. She does a miserable job rolling it into a snake. Most of them do, as a matter of fact.
Varys hands a clump of dough to Rosa.
Oh no, I'm just here for the show part.
Okay, then I'll make 2 snakes dual wielding.
She frantically rolls up to.
Okay, and then he lays his snake on like a flat surface with no dirt and all that, and he just starts flattening it and like rolling it. And he uses, imagine the other cups and stuff that we had through there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses that to flatten it and roll it out like a rolling pin.
The rest of the bandits get the cue that they need to beat the shit out of it again, but differently this time.
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you've lost a few of the more completely blitzed stragglers.
That's fine.
Not all of them have to make it through this.
He leans over to Michaela and says, "Was going to make." He points at her dress and points at a button. He points at it, but need knives. And then he looks at everyone and goes,
I think it's best to just let them learn on their own.
He nods. This better.
What's the problem? They've got knives.
No. Let's not and say we did. Back to snakes, everybody.
Yeah, snakes!
No. Squish snake. Flat snake.
Kill the snake!
Alright, and then he takes the cup that he has and he lays it in the center like when you're cutting out cookies, and he uses it to cut a circle shape. And then he passes it around and waits for everyone to do the same thing.
As we're getting into the less violent aspects of bowl crafting, the hype slowly begins dying, and it just and they just calm down quite significantly and are just going through the motions of regular bowl crafting. This feels good for you and terrible for Langley.
I don't care!
Fuck him.
No, get back to the violent parts.
He just kind of like, he just kind of looks over at him like, come on, man. And then he just kind of like starts shaping it, and there's like a lot of like patting and stuff, and like flipping it over and checking it. And
Dogan runs over in a full sprint. Ah, I heard chanting. Is someone smashing a system?
No, they're smashing snakes.
No, they're engaging in.
You missed it.
Oh. Crap.
Sad, Dogan.
But, if you like, you can help us make bowls.
Yeah, alright, I'll help make a bowl.
Yay!
Yay!
He puts his hammer down, which he's always lugging it around with him. It means a lot to him. He puts it down, and Varys and Michaela, you very distinctly hear the sounds of Varen chattering as he usually does, but this time it's chattering with a lot more intention. Yeah. Fucking hold on. I blew it, and I accidentally the whole thing.
The whole thing?
The whole thing?
The whole thing. I accidentally all of it. I'm gonna have to refresh my roll 20. Varen doesn't pop out, but you hear him very distinctly. Ooh! That one, yes, that one. I like him a lot, and he's very, very distinctly talking about Langley.
Ugh.
He has exactly the kind of manic energy that I've been looking for in my everyday in my prison. It could be so fun with him. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it already. All the way he doesn't slam so rhythmically. He does whatever he wants, and that's what I like. I like it when people do that.
So,
Varys is doing her best to talk to him without alerting anyone else, but this is probably going to go poorly.
So, what would you do if you got to meet him?
Oh, if I got to meet him, I'd have so many things to say. Oh, so many things indeed. I bet we have a lot in common.
Would you do bad things?
Bad things like what? When talking, I can't do anything bad just by sharing words and feelings and thoughts and phrases. You know that. We talked. I didn't do anything to you, did I?
No.
Varys looks at Langley and, like, cups her chin thinking.
Oh, please, I'd owe you one so very, very dearly. Just once, one chat, one conversation, it's all I want.
Varys looks over to Langley, is like,
Hey, Dogan?
Nah, what?
Can I borrow your hammer for a second?
Yeah, I'm not using it right now.
Well, that was really easy.
He goes back to crafting balls.
Excuse me, Mr. Langley?
Yeah, hi, what's going on?
You seem to be a professional with weapons. I was wondering, something seems a little strange with this one. Like, anytime I listen to it, I swear I can hear the ocean.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if you're willing to help me listen.
Roll a bluff check!
Nah, Langley's going for it. You would probably ordinarily have to, but the thing is, all of the hype just died. It killed his buzz. So, like, hey, a new thing to distract me? Awesome.
Varys then mumbles,
Remember, you owe me. I don't know what that is precisely, but please no tricks.
No tricks, not one at all. Like I told you before, I'm not one who makes bargains, not ordinarily, and this one will benefit just you, I bet. Well, it benefits me as well, but it'll benefit you in the long run, I guarantee it. I will make it up to you, I swear it. I swear on all of the things that I can think of, which is a lot of things, I think you know that.
Yes.
Fantastic, then we're in agreement.
But not a deal.
No, not a deal at all.
Okay.
Not a deal at all, just a favor between friends. We are friends, aren't we?
Because I think so, yes, but I told one of my other friends about you, and he got mad.
That was viable advice to give. You shouldn't deal with demons. We're generally untrustworthy. Of course, I am no exception in most cases. However, bargains are not my thing, like I said before.
Let's take a listen, Langley.
So Langley takes attempts to take a listen, and I need you to roll your character level.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, don't fuck me.
Oh.
I didn't know I was playing Celine. Jesus.
So you instruct Langley accordingly. You ask him to do the very same that you and Michaela did, and you can hear Varian very distinctly. Oh, come on, please, can you hear me, Mr. Blue Man? I'd love to chat with you very much. So, can you hear me? Yes, 1, 2, please. Hello. Yes, hello. Langley just pulls his head up. I didn't hear anything.
Ow.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's weird. Oh, you know what? You have the wrong side.
She spins the hammer.
It's like a USB.
That's a perfectly viable strategy. Maybe I'm in that side and not the other one. I don't know. Please, hello, please. Yes, hello. Nah, I don't think there's anything weird with this hammer. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, such is the nature of life, I suppose. This was always a perfectly viable outcome. Although any favor that I give you now will be equally as disappointing, I think.
No, I know.
She looks over at Dogen. Maybe you can hear it.
You try the same shebang, and Dogen very much does not hear a damn thing. Once again, insisting that you are in fact the crazy one. At this failing twice, Varian taps his chin a bit. A moment, can we get away from the masses? It's kind of hard to pretend that you cannot hear me when in fact you can, and there's many around. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I have a theory, a personal one, one that I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe you could help enlighten me, speaker, oh speaker.
Okay.
I think perhaps that maybe the common man is not someone that I could speak to, no matter how hard I try. After all, I couldn't talk to anyone before I could talk to you. And your friends are all of equally strange dispositions. Maybe it's just something that is not for the randoms and just for you.
I wonder. So you can only talk to the special people.
Seems like it.
What about Clove?
What about Clove? I haven't met him, haven't talked to him.
Well...
Would you like me to?
No one should, but...
What a rude thing to say. Although with the infinite variables in the world, I suppose it had to happen at some point out of your mouth. Yes, that's very interesting, I think.
Well, I mean, I haven't really talked to him directly, so maybe it's a little unfair of me to, have such an opinion. But he said some really mean things.
Maybe that is the case, or maybe you're right, or maybe you're wrong. We simply don't know. The only way to know is to do it, don't you think? If you want to test the theory, that is.
I guess we might as well. Maybe it'll work better. And then maybe if we connect with him, it'll give a boosty to reception for other people?
Ooh, maybe it does work like that. I've no idea.
Well, I don't know either.
How do you not know, Speaker? Did no one tell you? I thought they would. Isn't there a rule book they give you when you're a chosen hero of some sort?
Maybe they did, but, I don't remember much.
That's unfortunate. Although it's to be expected with someone in your situation, your blood, remember? But not your blood, the other blood.
Right. Hero blood.
No, not this time. This time I do mean the other blood. Not your blood, but your blood.
Oh, she just like looks at the sky and like holds the hammer limply.
Don't worry, you'll get it eventually, Speaker, oh Speaker.
I'm really trying. Okay. Oh, I don't want to talk to Clove, but everyone else is busy right now.
They're all gently and happily making bowls.
Ravi's actually going over and checking their progress. They're probably close to done shaping them by now.
Yeah, no. The drunks aren't doing great, so Dogen is just blowing them out of the water.
Surprise!
It shouldn't be. He is actually a craftsman. I know it's hard to believe he has skills, but he does.
Ravi points to his own at the bottom of it, and he has like this little tiny like chisel, I guess, and he writes a symbol on it. You don't recognize it at all, but it's equivalent to the initials. And he points at Dogen. When done, you do same.
Oh yeah, sure, totally. I'm gonna put like a cool symbol and like maybe metallic. Suppose we could slip away now then.
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, you know what? If this does work, I think I already have my thing I'd like from you.
Oh, is that right? What would that be?
Are you able to make Clove nice?
That sounds like the sort of thing that maybe one of my kin could do, but not myself. I tend to specialize in unexpected outcomes. Anything that could happen can happen, and I will make it happen. I suppose I could make him nice, but not deliberately. It would be completely by chance, I think.
Well, I mean, as long as he's just not mean anymore.
It's very possible I could make him less mean, or I could make him a lot worse. I could agitate the problem a whole lot, or I could make him into a saint. That's kind of the game you're playing. If you just want to roll the bones on him, though, I'm more than willing to give it a shot. Although my powers are quite limited since I've been trapped inside of this hammer. I believe I explained that. If I have not, then I plan on doing so.
Let's see if this works
I mean,
first.
how much worse could he get?
I mean, my
He
mentality.
is well on his way to being a time bomb, and so we'll have to kill him anyway.
I mean, my mentality is that if he gets a lot worse, then King might just give the order, and I think the populace would agree. Yeah, he has to go. So it would be dangerous, but at least we'd have a better reason to just kill him.
Are you not considering what the fuck Varen could do if he could possess a person and not just a hammer?
But Varen and I are buddies right now.
Oh, that's what you think. He's
Alright, let me continue to chat about the logistical ethics of this situation.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Probably shouldn't give the demon a body to walk around in.
I could always just fuck up everything and cast.
This is equivalent to
Toter
Toter getting his hands on Addis. This could be really fucking bad.
Unfortunately, Varys is not super smart.
If I cast Murderous Command on Clove, then he'll just start killing people and they'll kick him out that way. That's I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that is an option.
I do always take that because I'm extra.
I mean, it's a great spell.
Yeah.
So after roaming around for a bit, you do find where Clove is at.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, it seems he's making himself scarce. That's not really a change of pace. It's more to be expected.
Yeah.
He's not very popular from what I understand. Is that right?
No, not very many people like him. He's also mean to girls.
Huh, why just be mean to girls? Why not be mean to everyone? Or just an even distribution of people, or maybe an uneven one? Why have a bias? That's so bad, if you ask me.
I say why be mean at all?
If you're not mean on occasion, then you don't get to experience half of the feelings of the world. I believe they're divided quite evenly between happy feelings and bad feelings, and anger is quite a bad feeling, don't you think?
It is.
You can't go around feeling nothing all the time, or really just half of something. That makes you an incomplete person. It makes you unbalanced, and you wouldn't want that now, would you?
I didn't picture you the type to like balance.
I'm not the type to like balance, but I figure that you are. Most don't agree with me on my feelings and the way that I feel.
That's fair.
Even among my kin, I'm not especially popular, although I'm sure you'll find that out soon enough.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Clove.
You're that one. Yeah, hi.
That one is named Varys.
She extends a hand.
He looks like he's gonna snub you, but he eventually gets around to shaking your hand. Yeah, hi.
Very nice to meet you. You seem like a pretty gosh darn good warrior. I was curious if, like, you could help me with this.
She holds out the hammer.
Ah, you're butting him up. That's a good strategy, I think. Personally, I would have bludgeoned him over the head.
If I was playing someone like Eska, yeah.
Clove looks over at it. Oh wow, there's something weird about it.
Well, I don't know. Like, it definitely has some magic going on, but I just don't know what kind.
Well, luckily for you, I'm a bit of an expert.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a GM roll for him. He gives it a long inspection. Ugh, where'd you find this thing? It's ancient and cruddy. I mean, the runes. The hammer itself is in okay condition, I guess. Whoever owns it's a slob. It's not yours, I hope.
no. This is Dogan's. He blew up his house. I was, well, cause like I trying to figure out what kind of magic it does, and it doesn't turn on fire. It doesn't make things cold. It sounds weird though.
It sounds weird.
Yeah. Here.
And she puts her ear up to it and gets it closer to him.
All right. He attempts to give it a listen. Hello, check 1 2. Can you hear me? Yeah, there is something weird about this.
Really?
Yeah, he kind of picks the inside of his ear a little bit. Ugh. Leaves you with a ringing sensation, kinda.
Really?
Ooh, that's unexpected.
Huh.
I think I can diagnose the problem.
Well?
Yes, although I wouldn't want to say it directly in front of him. You'd best find a way to casually withdraw from this conversation.
Well, dang. I'm sorry about that. That wasn't my intention at all. I just figured you knew magic and stuff, and you could help.
No,
me.
you're right. I was absolutely the best person to turn to with this. But yeah, I don't think I can help you too much. So you're probably SOL.
Huh?
You're right. SOL stands for shit out of luck.
That's a swear.
It is a swear. I'm glad you noticed.
And also inaccurate as far as the letters that are involved.
Yeah?
It should be Sewell.
That doesn't sound as good.
Unless you say outa, shit out of luck.
Yeah, shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm really sorry for bothering you.
No, it's fine. Like I'm really busy, but it's whatever.
Okay.
Busy sitting on this crate, whatever.
He's not busy at all.
Well,
I don't think he's very busy.
thank you for your time.
She just
Ooh, what
scurried.
fun! Quite a scamper. Also, quite a good bout of lying there. I didn't take you for the type. What a surprise!
Well, I am the speaker.
Oh, that is true, speaker. Oh, speaker. That is true.
I've had a lot of practice lying.
That's unfortunate. You want to talk about it? I'm a very good listener.
Ironically, in all honesty, not really.
Oh, well, if you ever warm up, I'm always open to chat with you, speaker. Oh, speaker. I have very few options. After all, this is probably far enough.
Okay. Oh, wait.
She like scurries behind the box and sits down with the hammer so that Clove can't see her.
So, I think I have things figured out.
Oh?
Yes, it's true. But what's in it for me if I tell you?
Well, if you tell me, maybe we can figure out if it's part of the reason why you can't talk to Langley. Or Dogen?
I believe it is, but I don't think you'll like it. I don't think that these problems solve each other.
Oh. Well...
Tell you what, I suppose we can make a deal about it.
Oh,
I'll tell you, and you'll owe me one. It'll be fine.
what kind of... What would I owe you?
I don't know. Just a thing. Maybe you'll find something and I'll like it and I'll want it near me. Or maybe there'll be someone who I don't want to exist anymore. Or maybe, just maybe I'll just try and talk to someone else. Maybe that'll be all it is. I don't know, and neither do you. Isn't that fun?
All that I ask is it doesn't involve hurting anyone.
It very well could. That's a possibility you're going to have to accept. However, if you want to solve this mystery, then I think I am your best outlet.
Oh man, Varys is thinking really hard. She doesn't want to disappoint Al. Ugh.
How? Not that I would break the deal, but what happens if I can't deliver?
If you can't deliver, then I suppose that's my own fault and not yours. Making a bargain with someone who's incompetent generally doesn't reward you in any way.
Oh.
She peeks over the boxes and then looks back at him.
All right, one more question then before all this. Is what you would tell me beneficial to this whole hero thing?
Beneficial to the whole hero thing? I believe this is something that will help you down the road. An awful lot, I would theorize. After all, you had a situation similar to this before, yes? And you have no clues, no hints, no understanding. I could very well help and make sure that things like that don't happen in the future, or here, as a matter of fact. And this goes far against my nature, I might add. I would greatly prefer it if things were to go, for lack of a better term, apeshit every once and a while.
Please don't swear. Okay.
I care very little for your rules, Speaker.
But I am the only one you can talk to.
Very true.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you tell me?
Fantastic, then. It's a deal, correct? You'll owe me one down the road.
Nothing too serious, I hope, because this is just information.
It might be something serious, or it might be something fun. Loosen up a little bit. The world's a dark and mysterious place, but it may very well be full of light at the end.
Okay.
And besides, I like you, Speaker, oh Speaker. I wouldn't do anything that would make you put you into serious harm's way. That would kill the only outlet I have for speech, after all.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay. So what's going on there?
Speaker, I don't suppose you have the ability to see in the hearts of your fellow man. I think that's a power that only us more demonic folk have.
I can sometimes get a pretty good idea of someone based on a first impression.
That's not quite what I meant, Speaker, oh Speaker.
Well?
I mean very seriously. A heart's a powerful thing. Humans have them and demons don't generally. It's a thing that we don't need. However, you do. It's your emotional source, but it's also a thing that can be manipulated. Do you understand?
Yes.
So think for a moment if you were a powerful creature who wanted to take over a large swath of land with the most gusto possible, but they have very few allies. What would be the best way to tackle that, do you think? To make a soldier out of your enemies, Speaker.
Are you saying that he's being possessed or something?
Not possessed, no. More likely, this is a power that I recognize quite dearly, quite familiarly. It's one that's very close to me. It's from my greater, you see.
Your greater?
My greater, that's right. You remember him? We talked about him before.
Yes? There were many words.
And I don't blame you for not remembering all of them, just some of them, the important ones, like that one, or this one, or that one, or this one, on today of all days, but also every other one. Yes, Speaker, my greater. My greater has always had this power to twist the hearts of man to his will. Those who have a dark heart are easy to twist into something more powerful, do you understand?
Does the greater have a name?
The greater does have a name, and it's a name you know, Maladrin Vile. You've heard it before, yes?
Yeah, okay. Well,
It's a name you'll likely be hearing again and again, I take it. That's part of why I want to help you at all, Speaker, oh Speaker.
So, this Maladrin guy, he got to Clove?
Yes, you got to Clove, and I imagine many other of your kin. See, it's very easy to twist a dark heart. There's many awful things that happen in one's day-to-day. If you just gradually scratch and grate away at them, they will crack eventually. And that gives you the opportunity to dump in a small or a large or a very great portion of your power into them to suit your own needs. Do you get it, Speaker?
I think so.
Take, for example, when it happened before. It was an awesome amount of power, wasn't it? And it was quite the dark heart, don't you think? Quite the dark heart, quite the damaged heart, don't you know? Don't you think?
Do you mean Mr. Rivers?
The very same.
Can we fix it?
Can you fix it? Now that's an interesting thing. I don't know how to fix a heart. I don't have one. I've never tried. I've never bothered. How do you and your fellow man fix the heart of one who's damaged?
Sometimes we talk about our problems. We hug, hold hands, and we're just nice.
That feels like it could work, but I think you'd need something bigger than that, something greater, a greater for the greater, don't you think?
Like a group hug?
No, that's not quite what I meant, Speaker.
Oh.
No, I mean like a moment, an instance, an event horizon, the peak, the climax of their arc. It could go one of two ways, don't you know? They could snap, or they could change.
How would you suggest that with Clove? I don't really...
I have no idea. He seems quite thick. I think the only way to get to him would be to bludgeon him repeatedly. Although if you're going that route, you may as well just kill him. I suppose that does solve the problem, doesn't it?
Well,
Leaves no loose ends open.
Well, I mean, if he was a good person before all this, I'd like to see if we can bring him back.
It's entirely possible. Or perhaps he always had this dark, vile heart. Perhaps he's not worth saving. Are you truly someone who can make that call, Speaker, oh Speaker? I'd love to hear it if you can.
I don't know, honestly, but I would like to at least try.
Well, that makes as much sense as any other answer, doesn't it?
Okay. Is there anything else I should know about him? Anything else that caught your attention?
About him specifically, no. Well, that's not quite true, I suppose. There's many things that I noticed, but what's worth telling?
Well, I guess one big thing is, like, how much stronger is he? Because if we were to try and fight him, like, do we even have a chance?
Oh, him? Suppose right now you could, although if he snaps, then maybe things get ugly. You remember your encounter, don't you? That was but an ordinary man, and he still put up quite the fight, I think.
Oh, so this really amplifies his power.
Indeed it does, and from what I've heard, he's already a capable combatant, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's very interesting, Speaker, oh Speaker. Like I said before, I think the best option would simply be to off him before it becomes a problem.
Well, my job as a speaker is to talk to people, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
So, I think...
I suppose some things never change, Speaker, oh Speaker.
Well,
She looks over at Clove.
hopefully some things do.
Hopefully some things do.
Okay, let's go make some bowls.
Before we do, a final note, just for you, not for me, but for you. This isn't about your problems, but rather mine.
Oh?
I understand that it's kind of a shaky deal dealing with a demon. You understand that, anyone does. Demons are quite akin to gods in many ways. Dealing with them tends to make problems happen. I don't want to accentuate that, however I think mutually we can help solve one another's problems. That name I said before, the name of my greater, Maladrin Vile. He is my greater, although he was, not anymore. I no longer care for him very much at all. That's why I wanted to help you at all.
I see. So...
And I get the feeling if you make your intentions clear to my kin, they'll feel the same way.
You mean, like, your brothers and sisters that are also trapped in things?
The very same.
Are they gonna make me want to do deals too?
It's entirely possible. Some of them do, some of them don't, but all you have to do is make your will hold true. After all, it worked so well the first time.
first time.
Yes, speaker, oh speaker, the first time on that day of all days, today, didn't you notice? Didn't you remember it?
She just kind
It's a
of...
slippery slope, speaker.
Okay. Well, before I get in any more trouble with this, we should probably head on back.
I completely agree. This has been a lovely chat, speaker, oh speaker.
Yes, it has.
It just has like a weird smile. It's like, oh, good.
Now, the content of that conversation is likely off-putting enough, but as you're walking back, Varen is remarkably quiet. Ordinarily, he never stops, but on your trip back, not a peep. It is as if he is in a state of complete satisfaction.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, God. I knew that was a bad idea, but Varys would want to know. Oh, don't hurt my baby girl.
You hurt your baby girl.
Oh, but she's dumb. and she'd be like, well, this helps everyone if I learn this, so. Oh.
Oh boy. Okay. So. You make it back to the bowl crafting ordeal, as it were. Oh god, I gotta get a Varen talk mode. So, the majority of the drunks have sobered up and have made delightful little bowls.
Yay!
Yay! Excellent. Has anybody done exceptionally well or customized theirs at all? That was an option.
Let me see. Hold on, I'll do some rolls for myself. Who's the best? Unfortunately, Dogan did the best.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That's
Makes sense. It's sad.
You notice that the only one that Ravi had made himself isn't actually that great, but he doesn't seem to care at all because he was kind of neglecting it specifically to make sure everybody else got it.
Yeah, no, Dogan did the best, and Songbird did objectively the worst, because where the others have sobered up to at least a degree, she has not. She's still on the roll it into a snake.
Oh, Songbird. Alright, well, he's got them all on a big tray, and he's, waiting for Langley to give him the okay.
Langley more or less disinterested in the process at this point. He's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Shrugs.
It was so much better when it was a life or death situation, you know?
Boss, have I ever mentioned that you are kind of stupid?
Yeah. Okay.
Just gonna let that slide.
You gonna let that slide? Alright!
He was completely gonna let that slide. Yeah. Do you have any other bowl-related flavor?
No, he just kind of puts it in there and he says, wait for... he doesn't know numbers, I will get when ready.
Numbers are like the easiest thing to translate, though. You can tally.
Oh, right, no, he holds up his hand. He holds up, 7.
7?
The drunk masses begin to, no longer the drunk masses, now the hungover masses, just stumble their way over to the hot spring.
Good plan.
Good for them.
Ravi goes over and he shakes Langley's hand.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show of craftsmanship for the most part. It was also pretty entertaining, so respectable all around. I give it a C. He gives you a hearty slap on the back.
Ravi just nods.
Yeah, you get it.
Ooh. But all those people are gone. Really making me nervous.
Yeah. Songbird stoops to her feet.
You need help?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go throw up.
Okay. On. Okay.
Well, you gotta go somewhere to throw up.
Yeah, but not like the bush or the unattended spot.
No, she just if this training dummy had shoes, she would have puked on its shoes. That's much better. I'm gonna lay down.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Songbird.
Drink some water.
Mr. Dogan.
Just keep her on her side.
Man, your friend is super blitzed.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. I wonder what happened if you drank magic water. Would it, like, disappear in your stomach?
Now that is a messed up thought.
Yeah, you'd like dehydrate on the spot.
Yeah, you'd like dehydrate, or like maybe you'd explode.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why would you explode?
That's not how any of that works. When I create water, it's just clean.
Oh, hey, you brought my hammer
Magic
back.
water.
Yeah. Here you go.
Super, you didn't break it, did you? That's
No.
a joke. How could you break a hammer?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any time that you need to go and walk around with my hammer. Dogan does not understand why you wanted it.
Just because. Yeah.
Michaela raises an eyebrow, knowing that there's a demon inside the hammer.
You probably also notice the hammer is not talking at all.
Yeah, no, that's a bit of a different situation for you as well, Michaela. Rosa comes up. That was a very interesting performance. I gotta say, I didn't have a lot of faith when you said arts and crafts show,
Well,
but that was just delightful.
Ravi is pretty gosh darn spectacular, so.
Yeah, he does seem quite impressive.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, you seem very interested with Ravi, which I don't blame you, because he's a very interesting fellow.
I mean, are you not? Look at him, he's quite an oddity.
I wouldn't describe him as
He's
an oddity.
sitting on a crate by himself looking sad!
Oh no!
Wait, where is he? Oh
Everything. I mean, we're all kind of odd, so it's
No, that's very true. You are an interesting bunch. Adventurers usually are, but even for like base level, tieflings aren't very common. But on top of that, one who favors physical might over magic is very unusual.
no! What?
What? They prefer magic?
Very much so. What, have you never heard? My goodness, what was your mother doing if not scaring you about tieflings?
What the fuck?
I don't have one, so...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'll fill you in then. It's quite common for people to fear tieflings because not because of their physical might, although I'm sure they're very strong, like your friend. Usually they possess obscenely powerful magic, the kind of thing that could wipe out entire platoons just with one.
That's so strange.
Varys thinks back to the other tiefling that was at Ponson's mansion who did not do any magic.
It's very true.
Weird.
It is weird.
Because
Nice.
I've only seen a couple tieflings and they all use strength. No magic.
Oh, that's very interesting. You must have crossed paths with a special kind of one, a Bangari.
Bangari.
It was a big one, right?
Yeah.
If you saw one, that's probably what it was. They're about the bottom rank, as low as you can get, because, well, like you said, they've got no magic.
You're still pretty strong.
I'm sure it was. And I'm amazed you walked out of it alive.
Weird.
There's a lot of weird things. Oh, well. Lovely performance.
Well, that's
Yeah.
it's all Ravi.
She pats you on the shoulder. Yes, but it was your idea, I take it.
No, it was actually Ravi's as well. I just wanted to do something that would kind of get the masses more involved instead of, hurting each other. And Ravi suggested this.
Well, it was a lovely idea. Suppose I'll thank him for the show, then.
Yes.
Hey, Cornelius, what are you up to?
Ooh.
Cornelius had just sat down next to Robbie to be, that kind of silent company where you just chill with someone. Because he thinks that Robbie would need that and not someone talking his ear off.
Meanwhile, someone comes over to talk his ear off.
What?
Awesome!
Ooh, she turns.
Ooh!
Yeah, she turns and her ponytail flicks in a really cute way.
Oh,
Excuse me.
he looks up at her.
I understand your common's not very great. She cycles through a couple languages to see if you respond, which none of them land. Suppose common's the best one then. You did an excellent job.
He nods slowly.
She
Then he looks away sheepishly.
she then looks over at you, Cornelius. He did do a good job, didn't he?
Yeah, I was there for most of it. Robbie, you did do a good job. I didn't know you could make stuff like that.
Yes.
I'll admit, it's a little bit of a funny sight, seeing someone as big as him make a tiny little ball.
Harder than when I was small.
Oh.
Oh, you've been doing it for a long time.
He looks like he's about to say yes, but then he kind of stops and shakes his head no. First time in long time.
Oh, I see. Well, you did an excellent job.
Especially considering you taught a bunch of people.
That is
Huh?
all I remember is how to teach it.
Well, you did an excellent job. You taught that horde of drunks to do anything that wasn't pee or stab.
He stops. Oh, they won't remember.
Oh, near the end, they were pretty sober.
Yeah, they were sobering up near the end. It's gonna be a bit of a blur. They're probably gonna spend the next few weeks trying to solve the mystery of how it all started. I get the feeling we're gonna be very low on salt and flour. And probably
There were
everything
some
else.
witnesses that could fill in the blanks.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think Langley will want to, though.
Oh, no. He liked the first half of it. You'd really have to sweet talk him into letting you do it again. Add some fire or explosions to the more mundane parts, and I think he'd go for it.
Ravi kind of stops now that they're mentioning Langley, and he just looks down and then looks over at them half seriously. I question.
Alright, shoot.
Should I tell him I did not want to win the fight?
Ooh.
That would definitely be both one, that would put a damper on his mood as a whole, I think. Two, he'd definitely lose some respect for you, my guy. Fighting's pretty much the only thing he cares about. That and the serenity of item crafting. You look around at the juxtaposition of all the shattered weapons and scattered materials. You get the feeling that Comet was dripping in sarcasm.
I don't like fighting.
Well, you made quite a show of it.
Tried not to.
Well, I think it's probably fine as is.
Yeah,
You
just
two
let
are
him-
on good terms?
Yeah, just let him ride the compliment for a while. He got to battle a tiefling. And win. Not many people do that.
Confusing.
It is. I don't blame you.
He's a pretty weird guy.
Ravi nods.
Oh, you've noticed.
He's weird, but have seen his type before.
Oh, have you? Well, I won't pry. Lovely work again. She wanders off.
Here.
More folky sound.
I heard a more funny sound.
She gone.
Gone?
Yeah, gosh. Yeah, she scared the shit out of me. Oh, I'm sorry, she scared me. Sorry.
No.
Thank you. Hi, Tristan.
I fixed my knee scrape.
Oh,
Good job, Tristan.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
I still feel bad I couldn't do much to help you.
Tristan stops and cocks his head a little bit. Your heart seems troubled.
Little.
Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I noticed that you walked away a little bit there, Varys, with Dogan's hammer.
Yeah, I did.
Did something happen?
What do you think happened just for going on a walk with a hammer? Are you guys still going on about how it's possessed or whatever? Give it a rest. Joke's not funny.
Yeah.
Varys then hurriedly steps up.
Okay, so it has to do with the fact the hammer's possessed.
Okay,
Thought
thought as much.
So, the demon inside was very excited about Langley over there. He wanted to talk to him. For some reason, it didn't work. So, I thought it would be interesting to see if he could talk to Clove. So, I brought it over to him. And he couldn't hear it, but instead it gave him this loud ringing sound instead, and it hurt his head a little bit. Varen told me, well, that's the name of the demon, that it seems like a demon has gotten to Clove, and that's why he is the way he is, but it's also made him really strong, so if we did go down the route of fighting him, it might be really bad. Because apparently it's similar to what happened to Mr. Rivers.
Oh.
Like, apparently his heart was touched by darkness or something.
There's no way to stop it.
He said maybe, but he didn't know. And he suggested killing. I would prefer not to, if possible. But... And,
She looks really sheepish for a little bit.
I kind of had to agree to something to get that information.
What?
I don't know.
Morphogu looks over at Michaela.
Yeah, Michaela gets like a look. It's like, well, what's done is done. All we can do is face the problem at hand and figure out what to do with Clove.
And so, if we can stop what made Clove so susceptible to this suggestion in the first place, maybe we save him.
Maybe.
Yeah, as far as
Alternatively, we could just. Yeah. Anyway,
I wouldn't know how to
He
pull a
says
demon out of
after-
someone.
Well, maybe we should get with Cornelius and Ravi and figure this out.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we also might have someone who's maybe equipped to deal with this sort of thing. He kind of looks over.
Please drink the water. You need to rehydrate.
Yeah, but who would that be?
Right.
That was a joke.
No, I know.
I mean,
Looks over at Tristan.
I
I don't expect him to do
Yes,
anything
so.
about it, but he might have advice.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to ask. He seems on the up and up.
Here, if you two want to grab the others, I can try speaking with him.
Yeah. Let's go get Ravi and Cornelia.
Let's interrupt Ravi and Cornelius's otherwise perfectly pleasant mutual silence.
It's perfectly pleasant.
Just fart on over. Hey guys, demon!
Bad news, gang.
Bad news and badder news.
Bad news. Varys wrote a blank check to a demon. No.
Worth a billion souls.
Varys is so disappointed in herself.
Is there any other kind of news?
Are you
Varys may have figured something out regarding our Clove problem.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. That's it.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bye-bye.
What's your Ravi?
Jesus, from Ravi.
Baby!
Ravi's got a cold. Oh no. Varys, are you going to be all right?
I think so. I'm
Well,
really
whatever it is
sorry.
you agreed to, we'll handle it when the time comes. She puts a hand on her shoulder.
I'm really sorry. I should have talked with you about it.
She puts a hand up. Don't be. I bear no ill feelings towards you because of it.
I'm just scared Al's gonna be mad.
Well, we'll take it one step at a time.
Oh, it appears the gang's back together.
Yeah, also Tristan is right here. Pretend we had that a little more privately over somewhere else.
Of course.
Of course.
Tristan wasn't paying attention, nor would he ask any questions.
Tristan, do you mind if we borrow you for a second? Looks at Songbird like, yeah.
Of course.
Songbird
Back to the wagon.
privately.
Of course I would mind. Get the bet. Get off. Fuck off. Die.
Hiss, I'm going to go deep into the red with favors. Can you do something with her?
Yes, many boons for his.
Oh, he's rolling in it today.
Okay, Upsy Daisy.
His making mad bank.
Mad boons.
Mad boons.
Harpoon.
Yeehaw!
What? Oh god, he's going.
Look at it.
Yeah, he
Never
just
saw
fucks.
Songbird again.
He just fucks right off. He's probably not kidnapping her.
She can handle herself, I think. But enough about that. Just weird shit happens anyway. That's this whole game. That's it. That's the secret to make amends.
It's true.
It's true. Alright, well, there's no dancing around this, but we're extremely sure the Clove is possessed by a demon.
Or at least being influenced by one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
that's...
given your Eunice, if you have any advice on how we should deal with this, let us know. Otherwise, we might just have to straight up kill him.
Well, I wouldn't want that.
Right.
I understand lately he's been rather irritable, but he wasn't always like this.
Yeah, I talked to him, and even though it was a lot unpleasant, there were some parts of it where he seemed genuine.
He just has a troubled heart, is all. I don't really know what happened to him, but I don't know. He just more of his nice positive qualities melted away a little bit and were replaced with irritability and blatant sexism.
When did that start?
Did something happen to kickstart that?
Not that I know. It seemed like any other day.
When was that about?
I'd say like maybe a month or so ago.
About a month ago.
Did anything, like, do the characters know about anything that happened a month ago?
Nothing of note.
I don't think so. Like, there's
I think
no
like
coinciding
maybe
events.
we met.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been.
Oh, yeah, no, maybe about a month ago is a pretty accurate spitball of when you met.
Okay.
Maybe King would know. He kind of keeps tabs on everyone.
He does. I don't know how much stock he put into Clove's personal affairs, but maybe he'll know.
I'm afraid. I've thought about telling King, but I'm also afraid that sharing that information might get, Clove kicked out. And that could just sort of accelerate things.
Yeah, Clove gets kicked out, gets mad, Demon gets mad, Bandit
Right.
Camp gets burned down.
Right, and then, we leave. So I'd rather not go through all that again.
It's kind of funny. Normally a bandit camp getting burned down would be a good thing.
Man,
Yeah,
I did
but-
just say that with my mouth!
But after seeing them make bulls, maybe they're fine. And they could not be bandits. They can be
I mean, I
boars.
don't think people just become bandits for no reason.
Right.
They're usually hungry farmers.
That was about it.
Tending to get overtaxed.
That was also part of it.
Let's see, about a month ago, did he go out for a job? Does he have anything new?
Robbie just stops and says, "Girl."
Yeah,
It's-
a lot of his anger seems to be focused towards women in particular. I wonder if...
Did I get a time period on when he got beamed by the quote fireball?
Yeah.
In my extended conversation with him.
You didn't get an exact time period, but it sounded recent.
Wait. Out of curiosity, how long has Rosa been here?
Rosa? Hard to say. I think she was here when I got here.
When did you get here?
I'd say half a year ago.
Okay.
So she's been here for a while.
She's quite popular.
Maybe causing... I don't know, I can't... Maybe if we, make him confront...
Here's the
facts
thing.
he
Okay.
can't deny.
Can I do a retroactive perception check on what kind of a read I got out of her?
On her? Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
Great.
Oof.
Would that be more of a sense motive now that?
That would be more of a
Yeah,
sense
okay.
motive.
It's probably the same roll then. My bad. There. Great. Good enough.
Well, same shit, different day. You were more concerned with a lady in your vicinity.
It's fine, I could roll my really good sense motive.
Yeah, man, you can try it.
My really good sense motive. Oh!
Oh.
That's not half bad. What hunch are you trying to pursue here?
Any sort of... I suppose... Because throughout most of the thing, she seemed very interested in Ravi and stuff, so any sort of weird intent with that, like...
Ah, okay.
Yeah, wondering if she's built other boys up like that before.
You don't know. It did seem like a very natural conversation for her, but you can't tell if that's just if that's because she's one for flattery, or if this is just an especially large area of interest for her.
Especially since she knew about types of tiefling and stuff.
She
Seemed a bit.
She seems very interested in Ravi and knows a lot about tieflings.
But it could just be an interest. We can't just point a finger at her because of that.
Rosa also has a troubled heart. I've never been able to pin down what it is.
Really?
That's right. It's a good heart, but a troubled one.
I don't know if Michaela told us about the Swiss cheese heart going on with Clove.
Not yet, although she definitely can. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
And I'll just say that she kind of brings that up now. So,
I mean, I thought she brought up some more Fogu and Cornelius that he has
that
his
his soul
heart
is in tatters.
shredded. Yeah.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, he's getting shredded in a bad way. Yeah, she'll bring that up to everybody now that we're all here.
Yeah. I wonder if so one sort of impression I got from him during that horrifyingly long conversation I had.
It was agonizing. It was like 25 whole minutes.
And that was just for Morphogu.
It's that he's definitely able to confront when he is the problem. Which doesn't sound exactly right, but if he messes up, he'll accept it. I wonder if we could force him to accept that he's wrong about women by having one beat him at the thing that he likes. He's really into swinging a dumb little sword around.
I mean, it seemed like most of his stuff was, oh man, I beat that woman in a fight and she still doesn't like me.
Yeah, and
why could that be?
So far, none of them have beaten him. He made a point of saying that when we first came in. If one of us, and by us I mean Varys or Michaela, were to take him out single-handedly, he'd be forced to confront the fact that he'd lost to someone he sees as inferior. And
But the fact that he's
that would fix something.
the fact that he's being possessed by a demon makes him exponentially stronger, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, but you said he's not fully possessed yet.
It might still. I have an idea, but I really hate it.
His dumb little flashy thing was it was kind of impressive. Oh,
I
by
feel
the
like
way,
it would
if
really
we end up
hurt
going
1
with-
out of 20 times.
That's a rapier. It would hurt 1 out of 18 to 20 times.
if we,
That's an oddly
We end up-
specific number.
if we end up pursuing that plan, incidentally, be warned, he can shock with his
Okay.
sword.
Yeah, he's quite the potent threat. Just beating him in a fight's not going to be easy. We should cheat!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, Tristan.
How so?
It would work, wouldn't it? Just get him tipsy or something. I'm sure he'd accept a duel then.
Probably.
Oh, I'm his good buddy. I could probably sit down and have a drink with him. Talk about the good time. Oh, great.
I've got a lot of really pretty
Ravi
subtle
stops.
tricks.
Ravi stops, and he looks up and says, "No drink. When you beat Drunk Man, he will come back, because Drunk Man is not full man in his eye."
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Robbie does have a point there.
that is an
All right.
unfortunate truth, isn't
I'm
it?
all for fighting him, but there's
Foggy looks
she
at
shudders.
Elba.
There's one thing I want to try.
I do have unseen servant. I could.
What is your plan, Michaela?
I am just going to talk to him first.
Oh,
That sounds like
Robbie
a perfectly
nods.
reasonable idea.
I know this is going to be.
I don't know why I gasped.
It's very drastic.
That's what I said to
Oh,
Morphogu earlier.
I'm beginning to think people don't like Clove very much.
I don't think they like Clove very much. This is just a hunch. She thinks back to her possible failings with Edwin. She thinks, maybe I can make things right this time. If
Before it
I
goes
fail
wrong.
miserably, then, we can do all that. But I'm just going to try to talk to him first and apologize for being, a jerk.
I wonder if, you're a cleric. I wonder if you could maybe, let him know that there's something wrong. Maybe that would give us something of an advantage, because
Maybe.
if he's conscious that something's wrong with his soul, he might, I don't know, try to fight it.
I don't think I'll open with that, but I'll add that to the list.
Out of curiosity, Tristan's mentioned that Rosa has a troubled heart. Do you notice anything similar between Rosa and Clove's hearts?
I haven't looked at hers, so I guess I don't know. I'd have to look.
Their hearts are very different. Well, every heart's very different. They're both troubled hearts, but they're not quite the same. Clove's heart is a lot angrier. Rosa's is odd. It's got plenty of good in it, though. She does plenty of nice things for the people around here. I don't think there's anything wrong with her.
Okay. Well,
Michaela, pat yourself down. All right, well, wish me luck. She's just gonna go. If one of you want to hide in the shadows or something and make sure I don't get stabbed to death or something, that would be fine.
I mean, okay.
And by one of you, I mean Morphogu.
Robbie looks at Cornelius and whoever else is left that didn't just go with Michaela, and he says, maybe we talk to Rosa also.
yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I guess get a better picture of who she is. Most of the conversation, or the one conversation I had with her was about Robbie, so...
He has a weird look on his face, like a
We wouldn't want to put all of our effort in the Clove, and then something happens like, oh, Rosa was actually the secret evil.
Yeah.
What a twist that would be!
Yeah, Tristan?
Yeah, Tristan.
Hey, you have
Let's
a face
murder
too, buddy.
Tristan, no.
Tristan, you have a
blinks.
face too!
the evil one.
Tristan looking at his script. That'd be really wacky.
How strange.
What a
Wacky
wacky twist that
tobacco.
would be. Let's explore it next time on Make Amends.
Oh! Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna throw this straw poll into the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm putting it in general.
Alright. Hey,
See how this
gang!
conversation goes next time. Oh boy.
Did you have fun?
Yeah!
I had fun too. Sometimes it's fun to walk into a session and not know what's gonna happen. It's great.
I
Alright,
do it all the time.
so today's straw poll for today's session is, which party member is surprisingly good at mathematics?
Ooh.
I accidentally voted early.
It's fine.
I did too.
Oopsies.
It's
have no
fine.
idea, but
But no one knows who voted for whom's to vote, so it's
It's
fine.
a secret.
And if you would like to cast your votes, you should join our Discord if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Sent to.
Mm.
You can participate in the polls. You can be a part of our community, and you can see fan art, which is what we're going to transition into right now,
Yeah.
probably.
I
Yeah.
just linked it in the Roll20 for you guys, so you've got that as an option.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on Varen's theme because I like it.
It's good.
Oh, I really hope. I honestly don't see Varen as the type to fuck me over. I know
You
what
don't know.
sounds.
probably a pretty good demon.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna be optimistic.
That's in character of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From Box of Bees.
Today's sponsor, Hot Topic. Great deals
Great
on
deals
mugs
on
or some
mugs
shit. Nice.
Look at my Adventure Time t-shirt and my Jack Skellington mug.
Oh yeah, that's very accurate to the bit.
That is very accurate.
That's what I said.
You should also be wearing like an Overwatch shirt or something.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm so extra. I have 2 shirts on.
from Takio.
That's cool, I guess.
God, what a douche.
Fucking
From
Clove.
Box of Bees.
Oh, flies!
All
The
this
fact that I've
speed is getting in
seen
the way of the
multiple
bag.
chibi Morphogus in my lifetime.
You guys,
great.
you guys have seen Baby Muppets. Get ready for Baby Make Amends.
Ah.
Who's the bait? Who's taking care of us?
Oh yeah.
Al.
Who's the granny equivalent?
Yeah,
Al.
it's Al.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You kids be good.
Excellent.
From Z Havoc.
I,
now an agent of chaos.
Waga.
Wario Fan 63.
Shit. Damn weeds pricked me again. Guess missing dreams were left her.
Yeah,
You make my favorite things. I
I
want you to
didn't
know that.
proofread
It's
it,
just
so I didn't know where it was gonna go.
It's just
You
angry
make my
Shaggy.
favorite posts.
Thanks, Derek.
And then from Lemieux.
Dirt.
Mud snowman!
I am
He's a dirty
trying.
boy.
I'm his grass hair.
Yeah.
Delightful.
You have to put in each one individually.
That's so cute. Thank you very much. And then from Naruka.
Yeah. You
Smart.
posted this like yesterday or something, but looks great. Love her.
Super
Good to
nice.
have your stuff on the stream.
The stream.
Yeah, the stream.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. From Zia.
I am a great negotiator.
You are of
Okay.
piss.
His name was always Head.
It was
Yeah,
always
whatever.
Piss. Don't call him Piss.
Hey, maybe if we do this enough, maybe Varangash's request will be, you will call him Hiss from now on. I'm like, cool, deal
Damn it,
settled.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
From
You incompetent.
from Takio.
This lady here had drank 12 people. What a heavy drinker. Yeah.
Oria.
Oh yeah.
Ganondorf Warlock Punch Nails. Taria!
Love
Oh, and then from Johnny Dragon.
It's him!
It's him.
He's looking pretty chiseled.
We're going to the gym. No, that's just
We
the way
just
my
took a
bones-
sander to his face.
That's just the way my bones settled.
Oh no, this next one!
Don't say it like that.
From Mistborn.
Hello, this is Morphogu in the morning. Good Morphogu to you. Today, part 4 of our series of the agonizing pain that I live with every day.
Oh, Morphogu. Poor
What a
bastard.
delight.
From Z Havoc.
Oh, I'm not better than running errands.
He's the
He's the
sweetest.
sweetest angel boy.
Good boy. Also from Z Havoc. Pottering with Ravi and the gang.
The gang made some drunk idiot bait, but that's okay. It's nice here to make amends.
Not for long.
We have fun here.
Also from Z Havoc.
Rambling like really fast a lot, like really fast talk.
So confusing!
It's not that hard to keep up with. Just hold on, speaker to speaker.
I'm telling you, it's just the micro machine guy.
Your best solution would be to just murder Clove.
Oh,
Thanks, Z.
thank you, Z Havoc. And then from Wario Fan.
Look, Morphogu, it's your favorite, oatmeal raisin.
No, Varus. I don't like oatmeal raisin. I like the concept of oatmeal raisin. There is a very potent difference.
Huh?
From
6, this is me.
Please hydrate.
Rufus, man, please take a step back.
God, I'm big thinking about snagging that songbird face for it. It's really good.
Excellent. We do have a couple more, so let me.
There are.
They're not in the Imgur yet, so I'm just gonna grab.
Oh,
them
they
first.
are.
Oh, they are.
If you refresh.
Let me refresh again.
Imgurs are different for different people.
It is not there just
Oh,
yet.
that's weird. I refreshed and I've seen.
But from Z Havoc,
When you're having trouble, just cheat.
you right. Refresh one more time, maybe.
No, I'm gonna be a good person next time. I swears it.
Nope, it's not. And then from Meershroom, we have.
Wow, look, it's nothing.
Bertram said had trouble drawing a sword.
Fair.
Understandable. Langley's sword is a big idiot sword too, so skip out on it.
As you do.
I missed him.
And then also from Meershroom.
That's so rad.
Oh,
Stop spoiling me, Meershroom!
so good.
Damn it!
Tell your mom, tell your dad, that is
cool that is, Amy.
super rad.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
radical.
fucking cool.
Thank you so much. But now comes the question.
Ah.
Which party member is surprisingly good at mathematics?
Oh.
I went back to the poll and there were like no more votes, so it
No
still looked like there
votes
was
for
2 votes.
Mary!
Hey, we all know.
Yeah.
She Dumbo.
Big
That's
dumb.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I like that Ravi's number 2.
Yeah.
That's alright.
It would be surprising. I like how people believe that it's far more surprising that Cornelius would be good at math.
I think
mean, like,
I
that's
would
what I
find that
voted
kind
for.
of surprising.
Like, I think it's not a thing of it's good at math, like...
It's surprised.
Yeah.
Like Morfogu has 18 intelligence. He's probably pretty good at math.
Like,
Yeah,
let's be
I-
honest here. How many funny people are good at math?
Yeah.
Cornelius is. According to this poll.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Well, surprisingly is a qualifier. If your expectations are very, very low, surprisingly good at math might just be like, not terrible at math.
Huh. Well.
Hey, Lamp.
Hey, Lamp!
Hi, both of you.
Hey, Lamb.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
What happened last time?
Alright, another 3 hours!
Oh god, someone give me a beat. I don't have a last time ready.
Yeah. Thank you so much for running Make Amends.
Ferris got one!
Make amends. They didn't make no friends.
Yeah, last time on Make Amends, they did not make many friends. That was the rhyme I was going with. Yeah, man.
Make many friends.
That's the beat.
I don't know if you got the impression, but this was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You guys make this such an absolutely fantastic experience. Give yourselves a great big pat on the back, or give Tristan another thing to do.
Oh man, I got
he's
an
done
entire
enough.
grocery list for that boy.
Tristan.
Get celery boy!
Go get lettuce head!
I will get the lettuce!
Rips off
I
his
love
own
those
head.
things.
I can't let them down!
Deliver it to Azumi's
God.
mom.
Yeah,
Clem, thank you so much for running this.
Yeah, it's so much fun. You guys are the best. You know who else is the best? Our viewers.
Yeah.
Sure are.
Thanks for subscribing, donating, giving art, doing your thing. You guys make this so goddamn rewarding. Give yourselves a great big round of applause. And thank you for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to Chad, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Toodle.